Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live watch along of the Klassiker. It's Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund at the Allianz Arena. No, we're not there, but we couldn't afford the tickets anyway. We hear it's very hard to get into these grounds during COVID-19 restrictions. So poor Stuart in his Dortmund shirt is having to watch it from home, and I'm sure he'll sweat in that shirt, but he'll know it'll be worth it if they can get the win. Joe Stanley is still on the fence. He can't pick between Bayern Munich or Dortmund. And Seb, well, as always, Seb, after 25 years of being around, he still doesn't know which club to support. So he's still on the fence as well. My welcome to the lads. My welcome to you lot at home. The game should kick off in just about a minute or so. The Bayern Munich team are out. Seb, how are you? How you been?
I'm okay, yeah. You know, just I've actually got nothing to say. You've really caught me off guard. I don't know why such a simple question is so hard to answer sometimes. No, I'm quite well, all in good spirits, except very, very tired. But yeah, looking forward to this as usual because I just like watching football, and I've missed the last week or so of football, so trying to get back into it now. So if anyone asks any questions about how they played the other day, forget it. I'm just not the guy to ask. Ask the other two or three. Not me today.
Joe Stanley, you need to decide who is your team, Bayern Munich or Dortmund. And by the way, your DVD player, that sounds awful what's happened there. I hope you do sort that out soon.
Thank you. Yeah, I do have a team. It is Dortmund. I've been since around 2010 when I didn't really watch much German football when I was younger, and then I started getting into it, and Dortmund just caught my eye with Klopp's heavy metal football, and then obviously next season they won the league, so it's even a big benefit there. But yeah, I've got the two shirts because I've got the Bayern one because I'm a fan of Lewandowski, so I just purchased a Bayern. I know, controversial being a Dortmund fan.
Plastic fan.
Plastic fan. I heard that from Stuart.
I've got respect for Lewandowski, so I got to purchase the Bayern one for Lewandowski, and the Dortmund one just got Royce on the back. To be fair,
Royce, yeah, Marco Royce, absolute legend. Stuart, welcome back. Of course, you were with me for the Leipzig game, which they beat Freiburg 3-0. How do you feel, Stuart? Are you nervous? Is your shirt still yellow?
It's still yellow. Just a bit of a shame with Sancho and rain and not being able to play. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. I should know that.
I think Guerrero is as well. So.
Oh dear.
Didn't you do the lineups, Jamie?
Yeah, I did. I must admit, I don't always look at it. I just copy and paste.
You seem like the most sheeple of people that exist. I'm just typing in as I just see it on the screen.
Can you hear someone? I can't hear anyone there. It must be that Switzerland connection. Anyway, the game's about to kick off. I can hear Seb. Don't worry, folks. But I did have a Wi-Fi nightmare at the end of the last stream, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. So Bayern Munich going to kick off in their full red kit, and the Dortmund in their black and yellow as always. But here we go then. But I don't know about you, Stuart. Do you like that Dortmund shirt? Because I quite like it. Some people are a bit hit and miss with it.
Yeah, I do like the Dortmund shirt. I think it seems a bit different to like most other clubs.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's quite different compared to what they've had in the past.
It's like it's similar to not similar. Sorry, but it's like Inter Milan's. It's a bit zigzaggy. It's not perfectly aligned with that Z axis, so it's just really nice to see. I like it. I like the Dortmund shirt. Yeah.
Of course.
I'm pictorial there, so I don't know what happened there with my mind. I'm just all over the place. Excuse me.
Seb is clearly done for the weekend. And it's only Saturday.
Really. Yes, I am.
so strange seeing the football without fans. I know we've been at it for nearly a year now, but it's mad.
I know,
Is
it's
crazy.
crazy.
How low the cameras are in the Allianz Arena.
Yeah, isn't that low?
It seems like it seems Craven Cottage level. So I'm exaggerating, but you know that's just one thing I find weird with such a big stadium.
No, why not?
And anyway, we've got to go for predictions.
Oh, there's already a goal! Dortmund have scored! Oh!
Oh my word!
I
Oh!
haven't seen it yet.
Oh, so already Dortmund are ahead. What happened there, Stuart?
That was a great finish by Haaland. Makes that
Oh,
Wow.
He just picks up the ball. He's given time, takes the ball down, shoots, deflected in, and yeah, it's Haaland. He'll get a goal from anywhere. He could probably lick the ball into the net.
Damn you, BT Sports. Still not seen it yet.
Oh, what a goal!
Oh yeah, just take
And
it.
again, it's never a surprise when Bayern don't get a clean sheet.
Oh, on his left foot.
Well, he's left-footed, isn't he? So,
Is he? I thought it was right-footed.
no, he's left-footed.
Wow, what
Wow.
a start that is.
But you see, what's Boateng's just ball watching there. You know, take your time, Haaland, and I'll kind of half-heartedly block this shot. You can't give Haaland that time and space. And that's just the instinct that he's got. Instinctive finisher. Terrific. Now we got a game on. And I'm actually quite surprised that I was going to put my prediction in saying that
I was
think
just going to
Bayern
ask
will
you
win-
guys, and it's already.
Exactly.
God damn it!
I think Bayern are going to win convincingly because Dortmund played Mönchengladbach in the cup. They've got Sancho out, and they've also got a Champions League match this week. Bayern Munich do not. So
Yeah.
Dortmund technically have the fixture congestion right now, and Bayern don't. But 1 minute in, Dortmund are ahead. It's a bad. It's a bad example from the first minute. We'll see over 60 minutes if Dortmund can keep up the physicality. But yeah, they've got to think towards Wednesday against Sevilla.
Peddy says, "Hey guys, hello Peddy. Hope you're well."
Hey, Petty.
I don't know if we've had Peddy on our live watch-alongs before. If so, and I do apologise.
I recognise it, but I recognise the username, but I don't know I can't remember when.
If you haven't already, Peddy, do subscribe. We're at 395. We'd love to get to 400 before the end of this stream. Otherwise, I will be climbing the trees tonight. Anyway,
No, we've got an agreement with Jamie if we get to 400. So please help us get there.
well,
Be a surprise what Jamie does.
I will do a Gary Lineker and wear my knickers. Bayern Munich with the
Please don't.
cross. Joe's already imagining it. Oh, and there's a foul on. I think it's Müller. Is it Müller? I can't see. This is the
My eyes.
only. My eyes.
It looks like Joshua
Goretzka.
Kimmich has dyed his hair.
Where? Right. How come these footballers are getting their cuts okay, but we can't go for our haircuts?
Technically on TV. Darren
Yeah.
went over this last week that if you're on TV, which footballers fall under that category, it's
That makes
then
sense.
then
that
they
makes
can have haircuts.
fair enough. That makes sense.
So technically speaking, lads, we could have our haircut because technically
We're
you
on
can class
TV.
YouTube as television now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I don't think
YouTube
it- I
is
don't-
on
I think it classes-
television. You can
I
get
think
it as an app.
as licensed television and not what you can put on your smart television.
I mean, Stuart.
That's a license-ism.
Stuart. Stuart, have you not
Pushing
got a
the boundaries
Dortmund shirt with Haaland on the back yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm just worried I'll get one and then he'll go to like my United and then I'll have to bin it then.
Well, I hope you're right, because we could do with that. Yes, 1-0. Peddy saying I've never been here. Well, welcome, Peddy. We do a lot of Bundesliga watch-alongs. Of course, this is the biggest game on the calendar in my eyes, on the Bundesliga calendar. He says he's from Kenya. Hello.
Ah, nice to get followers from Kenya. I don't think we've had any yet.
I'll tell you what, Kenya, when it comes to sport, they are the best at athletics. They're so quick. It's
Is there a
ridiculous.
particular football team around the region of Kenya? We usually talk about this like with people who have been from. We've had people from Egypt, India talking about their local teams. If there's some local team in Kenya where you are, then we'd love to hear about it. And yeah, so no Berkey. It's hits again.
I know,
Is
yeah.
it gonna
Where
be
is
hits and
Berkey?
miss?
On
He's
the
still
bench.
injured, isn't he?
He's on the bench.
Oh,
Oh, okay, but he's very hits and miss, isn't he?
get out.
Oh.
I swear, there are a few lines of jokes that are written on the notepad, but they're all really terrible.
What about MV can't?
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't write that down, but it's we could put that one there. And you see Haaland there, just he loses the ball, but you can tell he's just capable of causing all those 4 Bayern Munich defenders problems just by himself.
I mean, of course, Joe Leipzig got that win, which just shows how serious they really are for this league title. I mean, I know they were against Freiburg, but they just had to get the job done today.
Yeah, and obviously if you want to win a title, you just got to keep on grounding out results. Like I say, winning when you're not playing well. Obviously, I didn't see the game, so I don't know how they played, whether they played well or not. But obviously, winning when you're not doing well or just grinding out results is the mark of a championship winning side or potential championship winning side. So it's good for Leipzig, and it'll be a confidence boost for their Champions League game on, I think it's Wednesday against Liverpool. So if they can keep that momentum going, then they've got a good chance of either winning the title or overturning that second leg, unfortunately.
It's actually really important for multiple reasons. Leipzig at the beginning of the season looked like they were not great away from home, and then near this part of the season they started to look like their defence became very leaky and their attack became a bit dry. So now this is the 3rd win in a row away from home, which is 3-0, which is good for Leipzig. And plus, Freiburg's been one of those places for Leipzig since they've been back in the Bundesliga that they've struggled to get results. They've lost 3 of the last 4, including today's game, so that's the only one of the last 4 that they've won at Freiburg. And it shows great intent, even if it is just against Freiburg. Bayern Munich lose. Leipzig are top at the end of the day. All's well for the title race in the Bundesliga.
It would be a story, wouldn't it, if Leipzig won it, especially with the fact that they were only established in 2009.
And
It is some story.
then this gives reason for Nagelsmann to say, my work here is done. There's a danger in 2 ways. If he doesn't win it this season, maybe he wants to stay for longer. If he does win it, then he might think that he can move on now. Sorry, I accidentally just knocked something.
Oh, here come Dortmund again. Oh, this could be 2-0. Oh, he's done it. Haaland scored again. Oh, Stuart, it's a great time to be a Dortmund fan.
I wasn't expecting to start like this anyway.
This really makes the title race very interesting.
Just getting in there, as I always mentioned with Haaland, just the movement in the box is relentless. He just gets in those positions. This is the difference between, if you look at what Haaland does, he does a lot of what Anthony Martial should do but doesn't. Move in the box, just move, get on the ball. You're not on the ball, then what you do? Try and peel off a defender, think, be creative, even just with your movement.
Great team goal. I've just seen it now.
What has happened? I mean, I know Bayern Munich have had some rough matches, but even so, I didn't expect it to be like this after just 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. And Süle gets caught out there, who's actually been decent at right back, covering for Pavard, who's not there, but he's just caught flat-footed with that. Is it Dahoud who gets him behind him?
Dahoud, yeah, I think so.
Is it Dahoud who gets him? I don't know if it's him who provides the assist.
Hazard, I think it might be, is it?
Oh, it's Hazard, yeah. But he's just caught flat-footed. And then Boateng, yet again, not really following him. Yeah, I actually put a bet on before this match, and I put Bayern Munich to win with a handicap of -1. So, yeah, this is going well.
Well, we were gonna share our predictions, but it's just too late now.
I said to a friend, I don't know why, I just feel like Dortmund will do it. There's no logical reason as to why I think Dortmund will win, but I just think they will this time. And he said, nah, they played the Cup this week, and they also played in the Champions League this week. Bayern Munich have had a break. And I thought, that has to make sense. Yeah, that's a very logical argument, and I'll follow that. I was originally right, but now I'm wrong.
I don't think... I always think, you know, you hear commentators say a lot, or ex-players saying, oh, they've had a break, which will help. But I just sometimes think, if the momentum's there, you just want to play the next game. And a lot of people do say, even ex-footballers say, you want to just play the next game. Because it's like when they go to the World Cup, they always say, don't they, they do the training and they're bored. They have to stay in their hotel, or, you know, they can't go anywhere, they can't do anything, they can't have fun, really. They're just waiting for their next game, and they have to wait 2 or 3 days. So it can be very boring. But I think for Dortmund, you know, what a start. But it's early days. We've seen Bayern Munich come back before. I know Dortmund's a different team, but This is the Klassiker, and it's known for its rivalry. Offside for Haaland. Haaland. You get 2 goals, you're offside. Fucking hell. We'll let him off.
We can forgive him for that one. We can forgive him, yeah. I mean, Alaba looking the real standard here. If you're going on me now, okay. I'm going to stop trying to make puns.
I stopped listening, don't worry.
He says, responding to my claim.
Yeah.
You won't be getting any gigs at the Hot Water Comedy Club anytime soon.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Oh,
brutal.
well, you say Hot Water Comedy Club, you poured cold water over me there. This has been a long day, and I don't even know why.
We're now on to 396 subscribers.
I think that's Petty, as we.
It is, yeah.
Before. Thank you, Petty. Anita, what channel is it if you're watching on DSTV? What's DSTV? I know it's not an English channel, but it is a sports channel somewhere. I can't remember where though. I think it's Europe. I don't know.
Sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
You can watch it on here, YouTube, with us. Anita, do stay with us. So at Bayern Munich, here they are again. Alaba. Oh, Alphonso Davies. Me and Stuart are probably blood related to him. The ball comes in. Oh, no one going for it at all there for Bayern.
So this is maybe one of our. It's not exactly a Davis derby, and Joe will know what I'm talking about there. But we're close. We got hammered by Darren for mentioning a same-name derby.
Yeah, what was it? He labelled us as virgins, which I think was extremely harsh.
Oh, I heard that. Yeah.
Well, it was all in good banter.
You didn't like your stat about Manchester City's defenders either.
Neither did Jamie. That's one that's displeased many people.
Why? What's the stat again? I forgot.
You know what it is, the birthdays.
Oh, no, I like it. It's when you hear it so many times. there's using it, then there's overusing it.
I probably overused my stat about Liverpool in European Cup finals and the fact that they've won all their Champions League, European Cups, whatever you want to call it, in red, and against teams who are playing in white.
You see,
I never knew that one.
But you see, I like stats like that because in a weird way, I always think as like United. You know when your team has a form insulting,
yeah,
and you do believe in it, don't you? Like there's just that little edge where other fans would go, means nothing. We all have that little bit of nervousness in us.
It's like United. You won your first European Cup in blue.
Yeah.
And then you won your first Europa League in blue.
Joe Stanley. Joe Stanley, that's a good one. I forgot. Call me a United fan. I'm off, mate. See you later. I'm going to go and head to Mönchengladbach.
Embarrassment, Jamie.
Oh well, say I go to Mönchengladbach.
To your club.
No, Mönchengladbach, they lost, so yeah, that was an embarrassment as well. But Seb, you watched the Mönchengladbach game, didn't you? What happened there?
Oh, didn't I warn you about matches over the last week?
Yeah, you did.
No, I partially had it on in the background, and it looked like Leverkusen did have the better chances. It wasn't a great game, but Mönchengladbach just it's almost typical now that they open up near the end of the game because they just lack concentration, and that's what they did. Bayer Leverkusen broke onto them, and there's an easy goal. Yeah, not an easy goal, sorry, but almost given to them by Mönchengladbach. Yeah, I worry for Rosa now. I do worry. He's tarnishing his reputation at Mönchengladbach in his last days, or last months, shall I say. Me
and Stuart did talk about this, didn't we, Stuart? Of this.
I did hear that part as well, where you thought it might be too early for him. I think that's too harsh as well. He still made that squad outperform to get Champions League football.
But so do you not think just 2 seasons? I mean, okay, we see some managers move after 2 seasons, but I don't know. I do think between now and the end of the season, the motivation for Marco Rose won't be there. I think it's just get me. You know, I think the cup would have been nice for him to finish on, but sadly he went out last week to Dortmund. But in the I like to call it battle of the Borussias. But I'll walk out. This is the pun corner on Let's talk sport. Oh, Sane header. It was a tight angle. If he had found the net from that, it would have been a great goal. It's a great delivery in for Sane. He did get there. Oh, yeah, just over the bar. Was he? It was Kimmich. Oh, he's so good, Kimmich. Oh, it's an open goal in a way, but at a tight angle. Oh,
he does those
Kimmich's
deep
so
crosses
good.
really well, doesn't he? I mean, we talk about De Bruyne with that, just pulling being a bit further out in the box and getting a bit out wide and delivering those balls into the box in front of the goalkeeper. But that's what Kimmich does as well. He does it like De Bruyne does too.
Yeah. I like players like that because they're daring, aren't they, Seb?
But
They like
Kimmich
to try it.
He has a lot to his game. He is an engine. He will work hard for the team defensively as well. That's the thing. I love him as a player because he does everything and he does it well.
Absolutely. I've been tempted to get a Germany shirt with Kimmich on the back ahead of the Euros, but I feel like I shouldn't really buy another team for the Euros, Stuart. I feel like that might curse England's chances, even though I don't think we have any.
Are you that superstitious?
I am a bit.
He buys the thousands of shirts and says, I'm superstitious about this one shirt.
It's like if the CONCACAF Gold Cup was coming up and let's say I was really interested in a US shirt, I'd be like, no, I'm a Mexico fan. Come on, I don't want to buy that just yet.
I'll make another analogy that's not exactly football, but it's like eating at a fast food restaurant for every meal of the day, and then one time in the evening you say, "Can I afford to have a McDonald's tonight? I don't think it'll do any good for my diet." A negligible sample amount.
It's when people drink Diet Coke and they think, "Oh, I'm on a diet." They're really helping, yes. Drink water.
There's an argument that Diet Coke's worse for you because they put
There is.
aspartame in there instead of sugar.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah, you're
Let's
right.
talk of Spartan.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Let's talk aspartame.
Oh, we got Mavendra. Sorry, I can't say the name right. Boy, oh boy, what a team Man City going to be once Haaland wears the sky blue. Yes.
No.
Yeah. No. If they get Haaland, that's domination. For
Oh
a
God,
long
it'd be
time.
scary if they get Haaland.
It's alright, he's going to Anfield.
Yeah, when he
In my
wears the
dreams.
United colours in the away trip. Yeah. I'm not
Wearing the red
confident.
of Liverpool.
I'm not confident United would get him, to be honest, because I don't think we've got the money.
He left Red Bull Salzburg because he wanted to get out that red. You think he wants to go back into red? No. Not at all.
Man United red is acceptable.
I had to laugh at Don Ballon this morning. I don't know which country it's from, but it's known as an unreliable newspaper.
Is it as unreliable as the Onion?
Wow. And they were saying this morning that PSG want to sign Sadio Mane as a replacement for Mbappe. And I was like, really?
Who? Sorry, say that again, Joe. I missed that.
Don Ballon were reporting this morning that PSG want to sign Sadio Mane as a replacement for Mbappe. was thinking-
So basically, I guess it
I
depends
think
where
it was trying
Mbappe
to
goes.
feed. Yeah, I think it was trying to feed another room, the Mbappe to Liverpool rumours further. I think they were trying to do, but I was thinking.
Oh yeah, it's the swap deal between Mane and Mbappe.
Yeah,
what,
and I was
what a
thinking,
great call.
not gonna happen.
Never.
Oh, Peddy's got in touch about the Haaland discussion. Says
Chelsea.
Haaland is going to Chelsea.
He's not going to Chelsea.
Nah, I can't see him going to Chelsea.
It'd be a great mismatch striking partnership, him and Werner. I don't know. I like them both as players individually, but as a collective unit, I think that'd be the hardest one to put your finger on.
What do you think, Stuart? Where do you think he's most likely to go? Or do you think he'll stay?
Because I can't see him going to Liverpool and Man United with like the Champions League situation. So I think if he comes to England, it'll probably be City. But I think he might stay another season and then see what happens next year.
Yeah.
But,
It's a tricky one. I think if Dortmund can get Champions League football, I think Sancho will stay. But
I think I know where he's going. He'll go to Kerala Blasters. That's where he'll be. I can see him.
You
adapting
mean
to
you
Indian
mean when it's an
culture.
exhibition for one game? Yeah.
I'll go to China.
You know, I used to look up to Seb, but since we're now the same height, I don't really need to. Anyway,
we're not the same height.
well, on Zoom, I'm technically higher than you right now.
Well, how tall are both of you?
I don't know. I'm 5'6".
5'9".
5'9". Bollocks. Anyway, back with the game.
Sorry.
I'm 5'7.5".
Oh, he's putting that half on. Oh, he's really.
I
squeezed
love
it
the
out.
half. That's like to say I'm nearly there,
Hey.
but I'm not.
The half the inch does make a difference.
Well,
Just saying, half an inch does make a difference.
Well, I tell you what, Joe. If we're up front together, I expect you to be the crouch between us two.
Well, I've got the arms, haven't I? Let's be honest, I've got the thin arms.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
a robot.
Crouch's arms really are. Oh my God, they're so bony.
I've been asked before whether I was related to Peter Crouch. I was like, no, I'm not related
I
to
can
him.
see what they mean.
who asked?
I can.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
Abby
Put a
Clancy
foot on
asked.
him and he's Peter Crouch's height.
No, Abby Clancy asked when Peter Crouch was on. Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't think there's a very strong heritage of the Crouch family. I can't think of noble people who have that name or any sort of historians have that name.
Have you seen the new Paddy Power advert?
I have not.
Which one? There's quite a few, isn't there?
There's one with Crouchy on it. It's to do with I presume it's the national coming up, is it, or something?
Oh no, I've not seen that. No.
No, it's got Crouchy and Abby Clancy on it, and they talk about, but they're describing different things to do with horses. And but Crouchy's in the background, so the commentators are commentating on Crouchy, but describing him as if he was a horse. It's quite funny. Because they were like, is he going to be put out to stud? And Crouch is like frowning, and the woman pundit goes, no, I don't think anyone would be interested in mating with him. and then he looks at the camera, like raises his eyebrows and frowns, sort of thing. And then Abby walks into the room, and I'm thinking, yeah, 4 kids.
You don't want to get into conversations about who fathers of whoever could be, because otherwise Jamie will go off on a very delicate subject again.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, and Hounds, is that a through ball?
He's
there?
offside.
No, Alaba's covering.
Oh.
You ruined the vibe for me there, Jamie.
I'm sorry.
If you're just talking about a certain person, all you hear on the TV is everyone advertising about that interview with Oprah.
Yeah, I was disappointed when I watched Jeopardy tonight. I was expecting a lot more. Oh, that was really bad. I can't. I retract my statement there.
I was so close to making a joke before about.
Oh, hang
about
on,
that
hang on a
Lewandowski.
minute. Oh, sorry, Joe. Go on.
When you were going about munching Gladbach losing, I was going to say that Leverkusen were munching Gladbach, but I was like, oh well, isn't quite.
You should join the German newspapers.
How many times has Boateng been on the ground in this match?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot already.
Is there a stat for that?
Yeah.
Let's ask Opta.
I can't find it.
Oh, they've tweeted it. No, I'm joking.
So Manvrendra is saying Emre Can could be handy for Borussia since coming from Juventus, played number 6 earlier, now playing wide centre back. And any idea why hasn't Berkey started? Berkey's coming back from an injury, so I'm guessing that's why.
But they don't
and
need
Can.
that. In all fairness, they don't.
I'm not a fan of Can.
No.
I
No,
still
I
don't get
thought he
it.
was a bit overrated.
He's a good squad player, but I think that's the kind of player that Dortmund should be looking to sell if they're to raise any sort of fund.
Not being funny, as a personality, he's a miserable so-and-so as well. I can speak from experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not got the greatest reputation amongst people.
Oh, it's Sane. Oh, here we go. The comeback's on, and who is it? It's Lewandowski. It really is the Lewandowski-Haaland show tonight at the Allianz Arena. A tap in for Lewandowski, but Stuart, no one marked him at the end.
I've not got to it yet.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Stuart, you should have had the betting stream. Then you'd have been on time with me.
Yeah, so basically, is he offside? Oh no, he's not offside. Basically, Hummels and Zagadou have can't decide who it is to take it. They're doing the zonal marking, which is normal for defenders. But he's initially on Zagadou, peels off, and Hummels just doesn't follow him. And that's what I'm really disappointed with Dortmund this year. Experienced players like Hummels can't do the basics, like follow your man. They've got one striker to follow, and he can't do it.
When you keep saying Zagadou, I keep thinking you're saying Saga, look, and I'm thinking who's ordered the corner.
We are doing some terrible jokes tonight, lads.
On a
We
serious
need
note,
these
though,
writing down.
have they added a different, it's a weird thing to spot, but you know the advertising hoardings. Have BT added English versions on in the background? Because when Lewandowski puts the ball in the net, he seems to just disappear into the advertising hoardings a little bit.
But you can try and what's on the advertising holding now?
He seems to be like, not to speak, he seems to like be clipping. He seems to have like a weird edge around him. So I don't know whether they've added it. Or it could just be the lighting.
Imagine paying a graphics designer to do that.
Overlay the advertising hoardings. Nightmare.
It's been a bit of a scrappy game so far. You know, some
I mean, what a game, though.
nasty challenges, but little niggling challenges, trying to get a foot in.
I'm not surprised Bayern have got a goal back, though. It's just so typical.
Yeah, the comeback is their theme this year, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go on and win 5-2.
Well, they were behind against Dortmund in the last game. I think they were 2-1 down.
Cologne, you mean? Oh, against Dortmund, sorry, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They went, and we know the Mainz game as well, where they went 2-0 down and won 5-2.
Yeah.
And they might do that again. Well, if they hadn't have scored that goal, I think Flick would have reverted to maybe Kimmich at right back and done that same tactic. Now that they've been back in the game with 1 goal difference.
Sorry, Seb, there was a shot saved there.
Oh, it was the foul on Alaba that I saw. So I'm a bit behind.
So
Free kick.
Yellow card for Lewandowski.
We've just had the question of FIFA versus Pez from Peddy. Right.
FIFA.
Pez.
FIFA.
Stuart, I want to know, Stuart, which one?
I'd have to go FIFA, sorry.
Good lads.
Can't believe you two would back a corporation that's known for its money.
Federation de International Football Association.
I can even it out by saying PES, but I'll say FIFA.
Hey.
You're all dead to me. Anyway, free kick coming in from Kimmich. No.
Saved from hits though. It was right underneath him, so.
Oh, the highlights video will be interesting. The compilation of Let's Talk Sport puns with Seb True.
Yeah, we don't have pundits on, we have puns on. It's not the same.
Get you on form tonight, Seb.
Yeah, I'm actually really proud to have made a pun out of pun. It's the peak of all.
Marco Reus, the captain as always for Dortmund. He was one of the few, wasn't he, Stuart, that just didn't get that move to Bayern.
Yeah, he was. I'm glad he wasn't, because I've always liked Reus as one of my favourites, but with his injury record, he hasn't really gone to a higher level, which he probably could have done without them.
Yeah, it is a shame.
Oh, was that like the Liverpool Dortmund match when he played and he was just unreal?
Oh, so you went to the comeback?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that was a great game.
I bet that Dortmund would come back and win that match. And on the same night, I also bet that Athletic Bilbao would beat Sevilla in a penalty shootout. I got it all right, except Sevilla actually beat Athletic Bilbao in a penalty shootout. So you know. But Reus is you mentioned the injuries. Yeah, that is a big factor, but I think he has had offers to go. If I'm not wrong, but he did want to stay loyal to Dortmund. That could have been a penalty where he sticks his arm out, right?
I'm surprised they didn't check that. But I don't think the ball. I don't know if the ball's gone out of play since then. I'm just wondering if maybe the ref.
It has gone out of play. Eh?
Oh, okay. Well, there's a free kick now for Dortmund. So maybe
they had a goal kick and kits afterwards. So.
Ooh. I see what you mean. The Reus handball.
Yeah, but Royce he hasn't completed more than 30 matches in the Bundesliga since 2012-13 season.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, oh wait, no, sorry, 13-14 he played 30 matches in the Bundesliga. 16 goals as well.
Speaking of the Liverpool Dortmund match, obviously I've got that series that I'm thinking of doing where I get people on to talk about the best matches they've watched. I'll have to get Stu on if he picks that one.
Yeah, the atmosphere there just unreal.
I can imagine. It's one of. I think that's the thing, isn't it? We all go to matches. A lot of them we kind of forget, I think. But games like that, you'll never forget. Oh! Sorry, Lewandowski then. Oh, what happened there? It just went out the box after all that. Oh.
Do you need a tissue, Jamie?
Mate, I've already gone. I've got another pair of jeans under the desk. I've already put them on. Haaland scoring twice and Lewandowski scoring. It's already done my night.
Let's talk sketchy. That's what the S stands for.
Let's talk come. Anyway, back with the game. And it's coming with Kimmich. I'm not saying it's coming with Kimmich. I didn't mean that.
You really missed it. You missed one. You really missed it, Jamie, because the other word begins with S. Come on.
Let's talk scum.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll leave it out.
Oh, I'm trying to think now. Oh, Peddy has got back in touch and says, Pez is really good, my friends. Once you mod it, Pez over FIFA, he is right. He is right.
Once you mod it, I've never tried modding games, but I would like to.
I'd like
I'm
to
not
ask
a big
Peddy.
gamer though, so
I'd like to ask Peddy, do you play it on the PC or games console? Because I only play it on my PS4. Can I mod it on my PS4? I'd imagine I can. Oh, I can, Seb? Oh.
Yeah, you can mod on PS4. I don't know how it's done, but you can mod on PS4, can't you? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never done it. If you
can.
Actually, Peddy, if you want my WhatsApp, I can do with your hand on that because I love Pez, but the only thing I just don't like about it is the team names.
Oh no. Arsenal Red is always just what is it? London Red.
Merseyside Reds.
Because then you got like Jan Ziebert when he was Huddersfield manager, actually referring to Arsenal as London Red Arsenal. You could just tell he played PES when he was younger. I loved that.
It's like the Red Cauldron instead of Anfield. Made me laugh.
Hard place to come, Red Cauldron.
Have you seen the graphics on the screen all of a sudden? Oh!
Yeah.
They've just put graphics on like the pitch during the game, which looked kind of cool, but then they had to cut it short because the ball was in the box.
They do that in every other top league except for in England. And
Yeah,
you wonder where
yeah.
the investment's going.
I've noticed in the Eredivisie they still have the old-fashioned badges on the pitch
The attacking zones.
when they
That's
kick
cool.
off the game.
Yeah.
They used to do that on Match of the Day for the Cup Finals, didn't they? For the FA Cup, they used to put the badges on the pitch.
Yeah.
Don't know if they still do it.
No, they don't anymore.
Well, I mentioned this the other week when it was the bottom two sides. Oh no, it was Ajax playing against Sittard, and they went to check the VAR, and the VAR screen was on some sort of wooden shitty table, and I just thought that's brilliant for the Eredivisie. So yeah, the quality is not the same. Muller's put it out there.
I did enjoy Ajax versus PSV versus Ajax last week.
It's always a good game.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like Ajax would win that, given their record at PSV over the last years.
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously a last-minute penalty, and they didn't. To be honest, I thought PSV deserved the win, but
They're actually good. They're a really good side to watch.
Yeah.
And what's the Australian striker up front called? He loves scoring against Ajax.
Oh, my knowledge of PSV is pretty crap. I don't know.
But they're exciting, aren't they? And they've also got Hirata, and I don't know how you pronounce
Well,
it.
I really wanted PSV to win from a neutral perspective because then it would have been 3 points between the two at the top.
That's true.
Sadly, the draw kept it at 6, and they've got a game in hand, Ajax. So it's a real shame.
Eddie's got touch saying on PC you can download files that correct the team names and even jerseys. Okay.
Look up Smoke
Look
Patch.
up Smoke Patch. Don't think you can mod on PS4. Oh, you can. Look for PES option files for PS4.
Oh,
go.
I'll have a look.
Oh, yes.
Thanks, Peddy. I'll
Thank
give
goodness,
that a
otherwise I'd
go.
look like a fool if one couldn't mod on PS4.
Oh, Bayern have it in the box. Dortmund have headed it out. I actually haven't told the lads here yet, Peddy, but I'll tell them now because you'll find out at the same time as them, unless I mute my mic to them. But I actually am planning on doing a gameplay series on PES 2020 to play Euro 2020, which you can't play on FIFA Euro 2020. Which, by the way, I was going to do a Can England Win Euro 2020 with myself playing as England on the PES game. So that I'm thinking of doing for the channel. So stay tuned for that. Probably won't because I couldn't get Angola to win the 2006 World Cup back in the summer. So I drew every game goalless in the group stages.
What setting have you got it on, Jamie?
I think I had it on like obviously not amateur, but I'm sure I had it at semi-pro, and I still couldn't score.
Then I can beat you.
By the way, Sancho isn't playing for Dortmund again because he's at United now, folks. So that's why I've got that shirt in the box, which Stuart doesn't know about.
Unboxing of Sancho's shirt.
I'm not bringing it out again. I've embarrassed myself enough.
Oh, you got it, Jamie. I didn't manage to screen cap it last time.
Oh, we're at 397. Thank you.
You have to go back to watch it again, Seb, and do a screenshot on your phone or something.
That's I don't know why I didn't think of doing that.
I do have the video. I was going to put it up on the channel. I just haven't done it yet. As a highlighted clip.
Oh, I'm just gonna take the Sancho part, just loop it. just you opening it like that, just constantly.
I'm a brave.
Very short frame rate.
If he actually just signed for United, you can put that on the thing, can't you? Just go.
Yeah, but he won't have number 7 now. Look far, he's got the 7.
Unless he goes in the summer.
Did he sign a 1-year deal?
They haven't sorted out next year yet, I don't think. Oh, no, wait, he is on a 2-year contract. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm sure they've got him on 2 years.
Oh, and that was.
Don't know what I'm saying. Excuse me.
Hazard.
Back to the PES and FIFA thing. I played both games in the past. Obviously, I've not really played on a games console since 2016, but I used to play both, and I preferred FIFA just because it was more. I found it more realistic, and I liked the graphics better.
It's the peak of PES. I would say was PES 6.
I was about to say, is it the one with Adriano on the front?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was a great game. I ended up getting like a full set, so I got a PES bottle, a PES football, PES controller, and all that with it, and I only had to pay 40 quid. It's
That's
pretty
decent.
Yeah, it was okay. It was a year or two after the game came out, but but still, you get a controller. You know, it's not bad. Hey, up here's Haaland. Here's Haaland in the box. He's not going to do it again, is he? He's flicked it through. No, not this time. And it's a throw-in.
Is proving everyone wrong since Marco Rosa's been announced as manager?
You know what? I was thinking that the other day.
Rosa hasn't won a game since he has been announced as Dortmund manager. Turchik, I don't think has lost a game since Rosa's been announced as Dortmund manager. So make that what you will of it, but it doesn't look great.
My solution, just change the management. So you say to Terzic, okay, we're going to keep you, but since Marco Rose already has a contract, we've changed his role to assistant manager.
Dual management between them.
Yeah, I did have a dream once upon a time, and I think this was when Jose Mourinho had just become the United manager. Had this weird dream that Fergie was going to be the assistant. I know.
Could you imagine that?
I know, it would have been so really, really weird.
You know, at a certain point that the dream is a dream. Nah, that ain't happening. It's a dream.
Do you feel I had a dream years ago that Ashley Cole scored a free kick against France in a World Cup, and I was like, what the hell? I woke up and I was like, why was Ashley Cole taking England's free kick to win the game 1-0?
Beckham was injured.
Beckham had retired at this point, but I was just like, still.
Surely the dream would have been better that he came out of retirement and then scored the free kick.
It was back in 2014 as well. I was like, what a weird dream.
Why
it's
Ashley
like
Cole?
I had one that Joe Cole scored the winner for Liverpool in the Champions League final against Chelsea. That's never going to happen.
Was about Alex instead scoring the free kick just for that one day he's an English player.
That's a possibility.
He loved a free kick.
He did.
He used to just run at it straight and just smack it as hard as he could.
It looked like he nearly toe poked it, didn't it?
Yeah.
Dipping, swerving, all sorts, wasn't it?
I remember there was a picture, like a meme, and then they gone, when Alex passes away, the post-mortem will be interesting, and then literally it's just a leg with a rocket inside the leg. And I'm thinking, what? Why?
Janino, he was class at free kicks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
He's
Janino!
he's a part of the direction at Lyon, so he's still there. but
Janino,
class free kicks.
he's got the most free kick goals, hasn't he? In
Possibly.
football. I might be wrong. Beckham was second or third when I checked. Joe Stanley. Oh, hang on. There's a VAR here. Is there a penalty here for Bayern?
Dahoud just
Oh.
throw. I mean, he's never getting that ball. Why is he throwing a leg in?
Oh, it's Coman that's gone down. Yeah. Why has he put
Coman's
his
the one
leg
who's
in?
bringing-
He's way late. It's a penalty, surely.
Yeah,
He's
got to
given
be a
it, yeah,
penalty.
he's
I don't
given
know
it.
How the referee. I don't know how the referee didn't give it in the first instance.
He's given it.
He was right. He was
Yeah,
right
it's a
there. The
penalty.
referee.
Definitely a penalty.
Wow, what a game we have here. We're 3 minutes away from half time, and it could be 2-2 in this De Classica. And surely it'll be Lewandowski against the world-renowned goalkeeper of hits. He'll hit you like it's breakfast tomorrow.
Hits me with your best shot.
They're just showing the graphic of where Lewandowski has been shooting
He
this
likes that
season.
one corner.
Well, here we go then. Lewandowski
Didn't he miss
versus
his
hits.
last penalty? I think he missed his last penalty.
And he scored this one though, Seb. He has completely kicked you out the window there, Seb. He said, what penalty did I miss? 2-2.
Anything you can do, Haaland, I can do better. That's what Lewandowski said.
Literally, they've just done a shot of Haaland watching in the distance. He doesn't look very happy. Bayern Munich 2, Borussia Dortmund 2, and that talk about Terzic. What the hell is Seb going on about?
They scored 2-0.
Yeah, they're doing it again, aren't they, Bayern? This whole thing of letting goals in and then taking over again.
He does the Jorginho little skip.
I'm not a fan of a stutter run up, but obviously it works, so you can't complain.
Yeah, it makes me too nervous.
I don't like Lewandowski scoring that goal because I had my man of the match for the first half ready, and now Lewandowski and Haaland have both got 2 goals, so it makes it awkward.
Paddy says he'll look forward to my playthroughs. I hope you do. Oh, Süle keeps it in play, does he? No, I think it's a goal. Oh, Stuart, you must be a bit disappointed now. Did you have that little bit of you thinking Bayern might just change this?
Yeah, I think with Bayern, you always think they'll like have a chance of changing the game around, but at 2-0, you'd hope Dortmund could hold on to it a lot better.
Yeah.
It's Dortmund. It seemed very uncharacteristic of them to hold on to a lead, and especially against a team like Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
But I guess, yeah, it's disappointing for Dortmund, but there's still a second half to go. They can still win this.
Some breaking news about international football.
Oh, what's that, Joe?
South America's World Cup qualifiers later this month suspended due to coronavirus concerns and strict quarantine requirements. So none of the teams that have South American players will be leaving their camp.
I have this feeling World Cup in Qatar won't happen in November, December next year. I think it'll happen, but I don't think it'll happen at the dates that they've given.
It'll end up being in the summer, probably.
I don't know if they can though, can they? It's too warm.
Shouldn't have had it anyway.
You know what? I that's what I first thought, but okay, yes, if there's been bribery going on, I'm sure there was, then it shouldn't be there. But
for slanderous claims, Jamie.
Well,
If nothing's been proven, then you can't say that you saw bribery is taking place.
Seb, I've been calling you Seb false the whole time, so you know.
I'm
Take me
just
to court,
saying,
motherfucker.
Be careful of slander.
But no, what I'm saying is that there are people out there who think that, and I'm just saying that if they did, then they don't deserve it. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at the other side of it, where I believe football should be taking place everywhere to help promote the sport in countries where we don't, think about where football is being played. And look at Qatar, what they did. They won the Asian Cup, didn't they? Last 2019, 2018, or something like that. So they've clearly got an upbringing team that's already won a big trophy where they're from. But I just look at it and think, look, if Qatar won it fair and square, then good luck, because South Africa had it, and everyone had doubts about South Africa, and then Brazil, there was a big doubt about that, and Russia. Yeah, if you think about it, the last 3 World Cups have gone quite well in terms of the hosts. Fans haven't complained. So I agree with you, Joe. It probably shouldn't be there, but I think everyone deserves a chance to host this World Cup. Anyway, enough of my rant. It wasn't really a rant. It was just a good old general statement in which Seb will take me to court, but I'll take him down. Don't worry.
You've seen the XG stats here.
What's that?
The XG stats. I'm actually quite shocked. It's 2.3 goals for Bayern Munich and 0.7 for Dortmund.
Interesting.
I didn't expect it to be that in favour of Bayern Munich.
Oh, half time, is it?
It is half time.
It is, yes.
For me, at least.
Yeah, just half time on mine now.
Jamie Burgoyne getting in touch saying, "We getting an F1 2010 Part 3? I'm guessing that's towards you, Jamie.
Burgoyne, you have to pay. For you have to pay.
What has happened to this Jamie?
So yeah, half time, 2-2. Start off with you, Seb. How do you feel about that? It's exactly what we hoped for, isn't it?
Yeah, goals. But I would have liked Dortmund to maybe hold on at least till the half time, because even if they're 2-0 up, you don't expect Dortmund to win knowing this Bayern Munich team, the way they can just outscore anyone. There was no surprise though as well. Bayern really dominant possession, actually struggling to put some speed into their game, but I don't know. They actually look very lackluster for a well-rested side, Bayern Munich. I think they will win still, but it's not terrific, is it, from them?
No. The thing is, though, Joe, I've learnt with Bayern Munich is they always bring waves and waves of attacks, even when their team isn't playing so great. They've done it again here, haven't they? They've had to let Dortmund get the goals for them to wake up and to do what they do, which they're so good at. And I still think that's why, for me, they are the team to beat for the Champions League this season. I know some would say Man City, but this team has done it. They have the experience and they have the players to do it. But for Dortmund now, they've got to be a bit careful, Joe, because if Bayern Munich can turn this on again in the second half, I think there could be a few more goals here.
Yeah, they're very, very dangerous side, and they're always clinical going forward. Bayern. So, yeah, like you said, Dortmund have got to be careful, because obviously Bayern Munich are so clinical going forward. And yeah, I'd still have them down as favourites. I had them as favourites for the Champions League when we did that video early on in the season. I'd still have them for favourites now. Even if they do concede a goal or two, you know that they're going to come back down the other end, and 9 times out of 10 they'll end up outscoring you down the other end of the pitch. So Dortmund have got to be careful in the second half. They've got to be more organised defensively and in the middle of the park, and just try and reduce the threat from Bayern going forward.
Stuart, for me, I think for Dortmund, it's another moment of what would they do without Haaland?
Definitely.
It's too easy to say that, because then you could say the same about Bayern.
I was asking
with
Stuart.
Lewandowski.
You've had enough chat. Go on, Stuart.
Pardon?
Oh yeah, I mean, if Dortmund want to win, they'll have to try and use because Munich will want to go for the win with they're going top. So hopefully Dortmund can take advantage of that, and Haaland can get them on the break. Or I think if they want to win it, they're gonna have to use him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Do you think surely Nagelsmann and Leipzig are watching this?
Yeah, I think they'll be watching it, but they probably won't get their hopes up too much just because how good Munich are. But
Who
Might still be
knows?
on the bus, Jamie,
Well, I believe they're having Red Bulls on the way home,
because
free of charge.
Leipzig is it's a decent distance from Freiburg.
They did get the
But-
plane though, I think, from
Okay.
Nagelsmann's Instagram yesterday. I
Okay.
love that he's on Instagram. I'm so happy. Oh.
He's still quite young, so it's surprising that he hasn't been on Instagram before.
Maybe it's
I'd say.
insecurity. You know what? It's
Who knows?
celebrities like it or they don't. I think.
I wonder how much Turcik will probably regret having put Dahoud on instead of maybe a Bellingham. Because
Yeah.
Dahoud got a red card in midweek. He played the 90 minutes, so he played as much as Bellingham did. And now Dahoud's given away the penalty. I've mentioned this before, and I'll mention it again. Dahoud is probably one of those players that Dortmund should probably look to sell to create funds, because I don't think he's up to the level. And I think he's just another squad player that can be replaceable. So I'm surprised that he didn't put Bellingham in to maybe add a bit more impetus and maybe have Chan push a bit more in midfield to try and cover that space and Delaney stay a bit deeper.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that's one error from Turcik. If not, there's not much more he could have done. Guerrero's out, Sancho's out, etc.
Anyway, so yeah, half time. Let's read some messages from our live chat page. Use code VOSSA. Hello, hope you're well. He says Sane is class.
We had him on yesterday.
Yeah. I noticed that. Yeah, he's a lot happier now that he's seen my face. He says, sorry, I'm up my own arse tonight.
Can't tell the difference.
What did? Oh, Joe.
Stick the boot in whilst you can.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's like a Carragher Neville thing, this, isn't it? Between me and you.
Oh god, yeah. With the Carragher and Neville of United and Liverpool on Let's Talk Sport, no doubt about that. Sane is class. What do you think about Sane, Stuart? Because me and Seb, we know he's class, but he's like, reminds me of Nani. When he shows up, he's awesome. When he doesn't, you'd be happy for him to go back on the bench.
yeah, but at Man City, it was always like hit and miss. You never knew which Sane you'd get. But with like City, so like they were always inconsistent, like up front. So you never knew whether to go with like Sterling or Sane. But I think at Munich he does look he's a bit more consistent. Like he is like
Do you think
running at people more.
Do you think that could be because of the players around him? Maybe. I of course, Bayern Munich have won a lot of trophies recently.
Yeah, I think it could be because City is mainly just like Kevin De Bruyne like creating things, whereas Munich you've got like all sorts creating.
Yeah.
And I think the style does suit him a lot more, and when you've got a world class forward like Lewandowski there as well, like that like drags defenders away and gives them a lot more space.
Yeah. I think with Sane as well, he's a nightmare only for defenders in terms of what he does with the pace by cutting in, doing the kick, and it is phenomenal to watch. And I think even in his debut game against Schalke, Stuart, I think he got 1 or 2 goals, and it just made you think. So they've just got him in. They've got Choupo-Moting, the best striker in the world, and then they've got Lewandowski, who's probably second best in the world. You're just thinking, well, who's going to stop these lot?
Yeah, I do. Like you said, I think Munich are like the big favourites of Champions League. Like, I just don't know how you stop them.
No, how do you stop them? Go on, Seb. You seem like you're a bit angry.
He's so much of a luxury player, Leroy Sane, and I don't mind if a player is maybe giving the ball away often or whatever happens, but there are some halves where he'll touch the ball maybe 10 times, and for a striker, for a winger, that's not enough, and particularly for a team like Bayern Munich that dominate possession more often than not. Inconsistent, as we mentioned, but I don't even think this Bayern Munich team is perfectly fit around him. I think the best system that Mane could play in was the one that Pep was using. It's just that Pep was forever frustrated with Sane. I think for a luxury player, that's the only system that can work. I'm not convinced he can work in a 4-2-3-1 like the Bayern Munich play.
So yeah, 2-2. We've got some more messages in. Peddy says we need Dortmund to win. Do you support Dortmund, Peddy?
If it's for a bet, then usually 2 goals ahead they pay out.
Bit late now.
No. They would have paid out. Say for instance on Bet365, if they would have paid out for the Dortmund win already.
Got you. Okay.
Okay.
And also Manvendra, I do apologise if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Says Marco Reus is gonna do wonders to this team. Oh, sorry, I've read that wrong. I thought you meant Marco Reus as in the player, not Marco Reus. Oh, sorry, Mavendra. I thought you were joking that Marco Reus is the next big thing then or something, because he clearly isn't. But I do apologise. Actually, Rackham...
Sign voice.
Actually, Rackham Low is watching in the stands tonight, so... I mean, again, I always say to Seb, he's just there for a free ticket.
He was doing an interview on Sky Sports. They interviewed him at half time.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. What did he say?
I've got the volume up because I'm listening to you.
Oh. Why do you want to listen to me? You've got a World Cup winning manager speaking on the other stream.
And also, the presenters in the studio are wearing some sort of, F1 driver's sort of uniform, and I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm sending you a picture now.
Send me that picture.
You know what he said, Jamie? He said, I'm only here for a free ticket.
You know what, Joe? I don't blame him. Who would not say no to a free ticket to Bayern Munich versus Dortmund? We did ask on our poll earlier on our Twitter account, which if you haven't followed us yet on Twitter, do so. It's at Let's Talk Sport 12. The link is in the description. We did ask, and because I'm going to do a debate with you guys now, which is who is better, Lewandowski or Haaland? Of course, this is a tough one, and they're both neck and neck tonight. 2 goals each, so they've made it very difficult. We asked, and 60% said Haaland, and 40% said Lewandowski. Let's start off with you, Seb. Lewandowski or Haaland? I know it's a bit hard to compare because Lewandowski has had a lot more years in football, while Haaland is still, I'd like to still say, an up-and-comer. He's very young still.
This is always going to be subjective. It's always going to be one of those conversations like Messi, Ronaldo, the ones that get kind of boring. But simply just going on numbers, well, Lewandowski at the moment, he has also won the Champions League, won the league, all that sort of thing, and is an essential part of that team. On the other hand, I do think Haaland is a more all-rounded player, and that's not to say that Lewandowski isn't. It's just that Haaland can do so many things so well. Even like dribbling, Lewandowski can do a bit as well, but not as well as Haaland. I want to choose one of them, but I'm not sure I can because let's just appreciate both.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Lewandowski's leading in the goal scoring at the moment, so
he is. He's got 28. Well, no, he's got 30 goals now, hasn't he? Because of the 2 tonight. So, what a mark
Haaland's
for
overtaken
him.
Andre Silva. We've got to put Andre Silva in the conversation, haven't we?
Well, no, I'm on about just them 2 because of this game. That's all.
I know. But generally, we could put Andre Silva into the conversation.
Well, he'd come second anyway with that surname.
He's taking it from
I've
last
got
week.
one! Which I copied. We need to count these puns. Stuart, who would you pick? I know you're wearing the Dortmund shirt, but actually, to come to think of it, despite Lewandowski now Bayern Munich, it's crazy to think you've got 2 amazing strikers that have come from Dortmund. Okay, I know Haaland came from Salzburg, but Dortmund got him the next step in professional football.
Yeah, I do think Lewandowski is amazing, but I would I'd choose Haaland straight away, just for his all-round game. What he doesn't get a lot of credit for is how much he'll track back, and I couldn't see Lewandowski going back acting as a right back.
Yeah.
Whereas Haaland will get all the way back and defend. He's non-stop running, and I just love his work rate, and he can just do just about everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with Haaland as well, Joe, you have with him, you just watch him and you just think he's going to score today. And I know it's like that with Lewandowski as well, but with Haaland, he's got everything. He's got pace as well. He showed that against Sevilla in the Champions League, which I think if you didn't know, he's just gone up to us and go, yeah, I can run as well. And it's like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, he usually gets the fastest sprinting stats in matches.
Bloody hell. Who are you going for, Joe? Lewandowski or Haaland?
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because the two players that I respect massively, and Lewandowski's been there, done that, won the T-shirt. But recently, there's only one man really properly in the headlines, and that's Sterling without Haaland. And like you said, he's such a versatile player. He's a player that he scores all types of goals. Right foot, left foot, header. He's got the pace, he's got the strength, he's got the height, the agility. What more could you want in a forward? He's a complete forward, and I think he's going to have his pick of clubs when it does come from him moving from Borussia Dortmund, whenever that may be. He's going to have his pick of clubs because there's going to be so many clubs that will want a player of that quality and need a player of that quality up front, because he's going to bag you a goal for nothing. And I know you just remind me of Robert Lewandowski a few years back in a way, but obviously Lewandowski with his aging. But obviously I'd say Lewandowski wasn't a player with tons of pace either. So I'd lean towards Dortmund, Haaland, sorry, on this one.
Yeah, and my vendor has got in touch saying, what's Haaland won? It comes back to my point saying, yeah, that Lewandowski's won it all, so that really plays in his favour.
Apart from the Ballon d'Or? Which is such a shame. He should have won that.
At the end of the day, it's team honours at the end of the day. You're looking on
that do rank you, yeah, exactly.
So, the second half back underway, 2-2. Of course, great debate there, lads. Enjoyed that. I'm just going to go to the toilet though, because I had to hold it in. So enjoy the next 2 minutes.
Oh, it's a goal! We've just seen 2 goals when Jamie comes back. All right, lads.
Yeah.
I'll try and hack into his computer and change the OBS settings so he just completely loses it.
And it's 3-3. Hat tricks for both of them.
Dortmund pressing is instantly, aren't they? It's always the thing at the beginning of the second half. We're gonna press immensely, and then after 2 minutes, nah, you're good. I'm completely frazzled. Can't do this anymore. Saw it yesterday with Schalke versus Mainz. Terrible game. I actually did this one on my own, and wow, I was scraping the barrel for topics to talk about.
I've noticed that the ball says Derby Star on it. I don't know whether that says it every week or whether it's because it's the classier derby. I don't know.
What do you mean the star? I don't get.
The football that they're playing with says Derby Star.
Oh no, I don't think it'd be that.
I presume that was the manufacturer, but I've never heard of it before.
Wouldn't think it because it's technically not a derby.
No, it's a bit like our Classico, isn't it? Where it's technically not.
I was so quick then because I was just worried I'm going to miss a goal.
You missed 2.
Oh, Haaland again. Oh, he's hit the side now. Oh, that was close. Dortmund nearly getting it to 3-2 and leading again there. I'm trying to... Who took the shot there? It wasn't Haaland, it was... Sorry, my screen is so small, so I can't really see it very well. Oh, it was Hazard. I was going to say, I didn't recognise his face for a moment. It's been so long. Oh, is there a penalty? No. Marco Reus says he was taken down in the box, but the referee says no.
Hazard is the hardest one to always spot out, and I always struggled. You know, Haaland, you'd recognise the blonde hair, or players with their size. Hazard, just I can't do it. Every time I see him, it's like,
I can't do it.
It does look like a penalty, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I do think. I'm not saying they do, but I do feel like with some referees, they don't want to give out more than one penalty.
Yeah, that must play on their minds.
Yeah. I would probably have to see the replay again. Oh, hits! He got hit by the ball! And he couldn't deal with it, and luckily Dortmund have dealt with it. Oh, God. Oh, my hits, my friend. We like you, but we don't. You know, you're just making so many mistakes again.
One of his best hits.
Get out.
There's a little shot from Kimmich. He does well to recover, doesn't he? He does really well to recover afterwards.
He does, because I honestly thought he lost that.
It's a Swiss goalkeeper thing at Dortmund, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it really is. Of course,
I
a
mean,
lot
those two are the ones sitting on the bench when Switzerland play international matches.
Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, folks, because we'd love it if you click subscribe. We're just 3 subscribers away from 400. Love to get to 400. It'd be a very nice mark. Who could be our 400th member?
If we weren't all subscribed, we'd have done it ourselves.
Yeah, well, we could unsubscribe and do it again, but then realise it wouldn't work.
Basic arithmetic Jamie is struggling with.
Yeah, I can't deal with it.
Just create a bunch of burner accounts.
Oh no.
You could do
No,
that though,
that'd
in
be
all fairness.
that would be dishonest to the subscribers.
I think I have read, right, I was on YouTube, YouTube once about how to get subscribers. This was a few years ago. And the guy literally just said, create 50 Gmail accounts and subscribe to your own channel. And I'm thinking, really, that's a tip?
Oh, but then you get lost with the amount of different Gmail accounts that you have, and you end up using one for your new Android phone, and then you just get
Then you
mixed
get
up accounts.
50 on the
Ah.
iCloud.
Someone with my surname couldn't access their iCloud account because they're trying to put true value in. Because when you put true in IT, it deems it a value, so it struggled to connect the person to the iCloud and they lost their information. So that's why people called true have to use Android. That's just my comment at the end.
We're at 398 subscribers. Woohoo!
Oh.
2 more. 2 more before the end of the stream, folks. You know you want to.
So Manvendra said, wow, so does Malcolm wonder why Barca sold him? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about him.
Why, what's going on with Malcolm?
I don't know. I don't even know where he went to.
Zenit, I think, but I don't know if he's still there.
Really? Okay. Just type it in now.
Thank
Okay,
you
Zenit.
to Ashar Hassan, our 398th subscriber. Thank you very much.
Ashar.
2 away. Be great to get to 400. There are.
Two.
Respect.
I can't do twice. I can't do twice.
Respect.
Asher says, I'm a subscriber, I'm a sub with 2 more accounts. If those 2 other accounts aren't subscribers yet, feel free. I'm not saying you should, but feel free. Back with the game, 6 minutes in, and it's not quick early goals from Haaland in this half like we saw in the first, but actually, if anything, Haaland's gone quiet. But yet again, Dortmund haven't really attacked.
If
No.
you do subscribe, Asher, you get to see Jamie in his boxers or whatever underwear he wears. So.
I'm not wearing women's knickers again. Ball couldn't get into the box. Seb, concerned for me again. I do appreciate it.
Oh. I'm just surprised you didn't open up about it earlier. That's the.
I went past your expectations.
I actually remember now. We have talked about knickers before in this live stream, so I was thinking to myself, 50 minutes in and you haven't talked about it, but then I'd be lying to myself if you talked about knickers before. So
It's like Alan Shearer and Gary Lineker when they do the FA Cup, and then Gary Lineker will say something to Alan Shearer saying he hasn't won the cup, and then Alan Shearer will always go, 2 minutes that took.
yeah. Almost could be a game. Who's going to mention it first? Like we could set ourselves challenges like watching a Dortmund game, but we're not allowed to say Haaland's name. Whoever says it last.
We've all said it.
It's a good goal by that tall Norwegian fellow with the long blonde hair.
He's a future Man United striker.
Please, Jamie, just get a Man United shirt with number 9 on the back.
Oh no, I don't know if I can do it twice.
I was going to say he was number 9 and I realised it's Martial.
I could just see Jamie on Joe Exotic's head on that meme saying, "I'm never financially recovering from this."
Can you imagine if I'm right though, and I just have that smirk, and then everyone else just goes, Damn it, the guy got it.
well, no, because the Sancho shirt will be a United 2021 season shirt, so it'll still be the wrong one.
Yeah.
We're at 399 subscribers. Thanks again, Asher.
Let me log in with another account.
We love you, Ash. Legend.
Top notch to you.
Whatever it takes, I always say.
Is Haaland injured there, or is it just a little knock? Because we lost a couple of minutes there, and it's worrying.
I think it's a knock on the bottom of his foot.
He'll be back.
I'll be back.
It'd be very appropriate, considering how would I say it? I've not got the words. How upfront he is in interviews that he just says to him like, "I'll be back," just very calmly, monotonously.
He was on the Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the F1 podium once upon a time, interviewing the drivers afterwards, and he literally just when they finished, he said, "And we'll be back in Malaysia," and it's like, oh, that was great.
Was it, or was it a bit cheesy?
Oh no, it was cheesy, but it was like, he said it.
I wonder if he gets paid every time someone says it. It almost seems like one of those things.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, I bet he does.
Wait, I'm just noticing now the Dortmund socks.
Got a 9 on them, haven't they?
Well,
What?
they've got stripes on one side of them, then completely yellow on the other.
You must be watching in 4K, because I'm still in the bloody well TV AV industry. I can't see that much detail.
They look like they've got was it number 9 on the front of the socks or something? Like on the badge.
They're still getting over Haaland's injury from just before early in the season, you know, like where they wear the shirts of the footballer who's injured.
Maybe the kit man's got the wrong socks and bought them from a sports shop.
Ooh, we've got there. 400.
Are we? I just refreshed.
Did you prepare a gift for it, Jamie? Because I was saying,
No!
I forgot to tell you, like a big 400 that comes up.
Damn it, we'll do it for when we get to
5.
1,000. No, 1,000.
We'll do it when we get to 404. Error 404.
Should come up with the number fireworks and they have celebrations. Come on, in the background.
Are we allowed to use the song? I don't know.
I don't know actually.
This is why, Joe, we can't take your idea.
Yeah, we don't want copyright strikes, do we?
No, not.
How weird is this Süle dribbling? I still can't get used to it over the last few matches.
I
Süle
don't
dribbling.
rate. It's so scary. It's like watching Maguire.
In that Champions League match, he was just having the time of his life on that right back position.
That's like Maguire when he goes into the other half of the ball. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. I'm gonna make it. This is the best time. I'm gonna make no."
But Maguire always looks like he's falling over and not the favourite to get the ball that he is currently holding on to.
No.
Süle weirdly looks comfortable dribbling.
Well, we're at 400 subscribers. Thank you, Asher.
Another one. Thank you, Asher.
What is it? What is it? 401.
It is.
Oh, this is amazing! Asher and his brother and sister and mum and dad have subscribed. Thank you, Asher. Much appreciated.
Unbelievable.
I think Joe has literally done stuff downstairs there.
We didn't get
will...
the Gary Neville moment, Jamie.
Oh, there you go.
We still laugh at that. It's
Oh.
Torres. He's in, and that could send Chelsea to the Champions League final. And
Have you-
Cody was just going, oh.
Have you ever seen someone do Blinding Lights with Jamie Carragher?
Yes.
Oh, oh, oh! I'm blinded by the lights.
Put it in tune at least.
It's just the
I've
fact.
gone through music software, and you could have at least put it in tune and tweaked it a bit.
I just love how Goldbridge is dancing to it. Oh, we've got to watch afterwards. It's so funny.
I just had to laugh at the different versions that they've done of Jamie Carragher. I presume it's the bit the commentary from the Man City game the other week, and he's going, oh.
Oh.
The different ones. I saw Whitney Houston one. You went, I Will Always Love You. She sings that one, and it got Carragher in. And then annoyingly they did Justin Bieber. You know, his baby one, is it?
Yeah, baby. Oh!
And then there was a third one, but I've forgotten the other one that I saw.
Gary Neville makes me laugh when he goes, ooh. He does that every time someone's just got the ball.
He should be knowing better there at his age, his experience. That's how he says it, doesn't he? Spell the right thing, he goes, experience.
Who says that?
Quality. Going everywhere, he's like experience and quality. Like he always pronounces them dead like weirdly. I'm like, what are you doing?
The 2 words I've noticed Klopp always says is for sure.
Yes.
Well, for sure, you know. or Solskjaer, fantastic. Solskjaer, he lost 5-6-1 today. Yeah, fantastic from the lads. Fantastic.
It was always like Benitez who said chances.
Yeah.
Good chances.
Oh, thank you, Asher. Asher saying, gotta say, best commentary on YouTube. Thank you, Asher.
That's so sweet. Thank
And
you.
of course.
Despite not having talked about the match at all in the second half.
No, this game's been really dull, isn't it? Second half.
No, the second half. It's
Yeah,
slowed
first
down
half has been amazing. But Haaland's coming off.
Oh my god.
What
they have got the
is
game against Sevilla.
Yeah.
Tuesday, so
Brandt's come on, and so's Tigges.
I say this every time that I see Brandt. I'm really not sure what type of midfielder he is.
I just think he's another Haaland in the distance. Just has the one in front of the
still only
9.
20. He's still only 24, unless he's had a birthday recently.
And that's a fact.
24. He's still 24.
The words of Rafa Benitez, that's a fact.
I really hope that he's not going to put Royce up front or in that false number 9 position. If so, Turchik is really wow, I don't even know what to say. He's not doing the right choice there. Wow, that was a badly formulated sentence.
that just sounded really lazy.
I know, I've got lazy with sentence structure recently.
Oh, Lewandowski's gone down against Emre Can't. Sorry, Chan.
So Lewandowski.
Lewandowski, come on.
I thought mine was better.
Dowski.
Downski. If he does go skiing downhill, that's completely appropriate. Ooh, and that flick over was really nice.
He could come and see you, Seb. You're in the perfect place to have that happening.
Yeah, look, Howard looks like he's getting treatment, so must be injured. Or treatment on the side, just briefly.
Have we got any other phrases, catchphrases that are used by players or managers quite often?
I can't think of any really.
Chris Kamara, I don't know, Jeff. Was there,
I
Jeff?
suppose you got Stevie G, you got, yeah, of course. That's what he always says, isn't it? Yeah, of course.
Now you're just mocking the Scouse accent.
Yeah, best not. I've got a few mates that wouldn't be happy with me for that.
Asher says Lewandowski is gonna score. It's gonna score better. Is that what you're trying to say?
I think maybe he's got a bet on it.
Has he got a cut on the back of his ankle, Haaland? Because they've got, yeah, he's bleeding
Oh dear.
along his heel.
Oh, Sane. Oh, what a bad kick that was by Lewandowski.
So
Way
what
over the
happened
bar.
to Haaland? I don't remember that happening. That sort of tackle.
The deal's off. The deal's off the sun. We don't want an injured Haaland.
They just,
I think you're taking injured Haaland over Martial any day.
Yeah.
one-legged Haaland over.
Yeah.
They're just showing it on the TV now. Can you see it? Because I'll pause the TV if you want. Why aren't you pausing? Oh.
No. Don't worry, Joe. Don't worry. Because if you share the screen, it'll end up on YouTube, and that'll be a bit of the game on.
No, I'm watching it on my TV.
We've got Adam Corbett saying 402 High Stew. It's a nice little poem.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
Thank you very much.
I was going to take a picture and we got Sap and send it to you on WhatsApp, but you can see like a bunch of cuts down the back of his Achilles.
So, can Haaland going off be the flick of the switch Hansi needs?
Could be. It'd be Hansi's switch instead of Hansi flick.
There we go. There we go.
I do like a
Put
bit
him
of a
in again.
flick.
If it gets too dramatic, it'll be a chick flick.
Oh.
I wonder if Hansi Flick. I wonder if he enjoys having Rackham Low coming to see him.
They're good friends, though, aren't they? So
Yeah,
maybe.
but I'm sure he
Music
looks
choice.
at Rackham Low and he goes, just letting you know, I've won a lot of trophies now. Oh, they're showing
But
the attacking zone graphic again. It does look
I
cool.
actually think that Hansi Flick will be the next German manager, the German national manager.
Yeah, I agree. But I think Klopp could be as well.
No, I don't think Klopp.
I don't think Klopp. I think Klopp is too invested in football right now, and if he were to do it when he slows down one day, but he
Yeah.
loves the day in, day out. So
Yeah,
national
Klopp.
management doesn't really have that.
Yeah, Klopp's non-stop.
He said that he would retire after Liverpool anyway, or that's his plan. So
But didn't he say that at Dortmund as well?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Then I think that Flick going to the national team opens the door for Nagelsmann to manage Bayern Munich.
Ooh.
Good shout.
One shout, yeah.
This,
I love a
this-
shout that's a bit controversial.
Oh yeah, it's the best. It's the best. I remember Seb True saying Michael Jackson is still alive, and I told him.
Oh no, but there's no contest. He is alive.
I mean, The Weeknd is doing his best to be the next Michael Jackson, as some people say, and that annoys me because I'm thinking, no, there's only one The Weeknd. Get out.
I wonder if it's written "the" on his birth certificate. Asher's saying, who would you say is the best manager in the Premier League? You guys, I think I know what you're going to suggest, but I'm interested to know who you think is the best manager. AG saying, hi guys, how you all doing? We can answer that as well.
I'm good.
Very well.
I'm very good. I'm trying to think of who is the greatest Premier League manager right now.
The one with no centre backs.
Oh yeah, Brendan Rodgers.
No.
I'd put him up there. I would. Leicester are doing well, and it's not for no reason that they were in the Champions League positions last season. So he's done something right, and the amount of injuries that he's got, and he's still going on. I mean, credit to him.
It's got to be between Pep. It's got to be between Pep and Klopp.
I think it's too easy an answer to say, but yeah. Oh, someone says Sir Alex for sure. So I don't know if he's saying best manager of all time. If we're talking all time, I'd go for Sir Alex Ferguson. Yeah, no deny.
See, if Eddie Howe was still there at Bournemouth, I would have said him.
Really, that's a weird shout.
Because I like managers that have limitations with the club, and yet they could still do it.
Well, they didn't have limitations. They managed to sign Solanke for high money. Ibe was expensive as well at that point.
Yeah,
But
Bournemouth
weren't
were there.
exactly-
Bournemouth were there for 5 years. They should never have been in the Prem for that long.
I know, but they did spend. They did spend,
Yeah.
and I do agree to some extent that Howe deserves some credit. But let's not pretend he didn't have money.
I'm going to say Klopp. Reason being, Klopp brought back the Prem to Liverpool, won the Champions League, was a runner-up in a Champions League, runner-up in the Europa League, runner-up in the League Cup. Okay, I know the runners-up bit doesn't help, but in the short time he's been there, he's nearly done it all. And Pep Guardiola, great manager, great. Pep has proven that even if he has the money at a club, he can bring the players in and work for him and get the results, which I think deserves a lot of credit, because a lot of people say, oh, it's only the money. Yeah, but that's the easy step. The next step is to actually make sure these players actually do perform under the wages and the transfers that they were brought in for. United have proven over the last 8 years that despite the players we've signed, we still can't do it. So makes you wonder how difficult it actually can be. So I think Pep is very close behind Klopp, but for me it's Klopp because also what he did at Dortmund. I think he helped put Dortmund on the map, and he was so close to winning the Champions League. But, you know, there's no shame to losing to your rivals Bayern Munich, who normally beat Dortmund anyway. So
We'll see tonight.
But yeah.
But he said of all time, and so I think that broadens the question a bit more. Jamie Burgoyne getting in touch saying Steve Bruce. And I think, yeah, we've got to love the banter at this point. He didn't choose Wilder, Allardyce, or Parker. He went for Steve Bruce. That's nice. It's niche.
Brilliant.
Dixie.
I think best manager of all time. You can't. It's Alex Ferguson.
Yeah.
For me, he's even ahead of Wenger quite a bit, and Wenger's up there, but it's Sir Alex Ferguson of all time.
I do love Arsene Wenger, as much as weird as that sounds. I have a lot of respect for him. I didn't like him as much when I was a kid because I was growing up with the Arsenal United rivalry, but I see him interviewed now, and he was on Bein Sports a few weeks ago, and they were talking about him and his FIFA role, and I really want to get his book. I haven't got his book yet. I'd like to give that a read, but I have a lot of respect for Arsene Wenger. Have you got it, Joe?
Yeah, I ordered it the other day on Amazon.
Nice.
Boateng's on the floor again.
I've not read it yet, but I've got it. It looks quite good.
Can I just mention Boateng's on the floor yet again?
Yeah, he's been checked out. Yeah, or was another substitution for Dortmund.
Yeah, I think Ferguson is the greatest manager in the Premier League era. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Of all time, it's a bit hard to judge of all time. Of all managers in the world, but in Premier League era, then yeah.
I find all time too difficult.
Yeah. Because as a Liverpool fan, I could argue that Bob Paisley won the same amount, and Shankly or Bob Paisley, because Bob Paisley won like the same amount of trophies, but in 9 years.
Yeah. I mean, Beckenbauer.
Yeah.
Not only as a player, as a manager, he won everything. Yeah, Boateng limping off.
Didier Deschamps came closest to winning all the four. I can't.
You know, I really like the Portugal manager.
Well, Santos.
Yeah, I
right?
really like Santos. I don't think he gets a lot of credit.
I think he's done. Yeah, he's done wonders for Portugal.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, winning the Euros, you've got to remember, haven't you, that he won the Euros with a very organised team, and when the team's that organised, you say, okay, the manager's done something well. And in a short space of time as well, that he can manage that team, because it's an international team. You don't get a pre-season, you don't get week in, week out trainings with them. So credit to him, yeah. And to have Jose Fonte in the back line and win the Euro 2016, wow.
That was amazing. It was amazing.
Jay's saying, I think Carlo Ancelotti is doing very good at Everton. I do as well.
Yeah.
I think it's unforgivable to lose at home 2-0 to Newcastle and Fulham. So I'd take that with a pinch of salt.
I like Carlo Ancelotti.
You can't hate him, can you?
It's a shame he's gone to Everton.
Just so there's a bit of context for our viewers, Joe is a Liverpool fan. But
is he?
Maybe they might have deduced that already. I don't know. Maybe not.
Didn't know that. Stuart also a Liverpool fan. What's going on, Seb? I'm recruiting more Liverpool fans. What's going on?
We said to ourselves we'd limit it to Liverpool talk.
We're at 403 subscribers. Thank you very much.
Not another one. We'll get error 404.
Let's try and get to 405.
We're turning the channel red. That's what we're doing.
For Bayern Munich at the moment, if they can win this game. Oh, Gnabry.
I don't know what's going on in the second half.
I've been really disappointed by Bayern, to be honest. I thought they'd be... I mean, there's still 18 minutes to go, but they need this win to go back top of the league. So Kimmich's going to take the
go
corner.
Back with a draw, won't they?
Oh, sorry, yeah, goal difference.
Yeah,
but
draw,
they want to win, though, don't they, really?
I'm just happy that goals scored for them is on 69. And nice.
Everyone's favourite number.
That is my favourite number. And Craig Charles's.
Oh, Jamie Burgoyne says Stu Davis at Carlton Beath was a good manager too. We've got to hear about that then, Stu.
Well, I was on a Football Manager. I typed to give it Caden Beath and the Scottish Premier League.
Nice. Were they League 2?
Yeah, they are.
Nice.
How many years did that take?
I got them up in like my 6th season, I think. but then it just gets hard in the Premier League.
Did you overtake Rangers and Celtic?
No.
Ah.
I got bored of the save by then.
You'll have to read Eddie Howe's book. He'll teach you a thing or two. Not that he's got a book yet, but maybe.
What was it like sharing the touchline with Gerrard and Neil Lennon, etc.?
Oh, that's a great. Well, it was alright with Gerrard, but
Neil Lennon just screamed the whole time, saying I'm fucked.
He was screaming the other day when he lost his job. Maybe that's a bit harsh.
Oh, hits had to stretch for it there. Deflection. That could have... Shots like that could easily creep in if the deflection goes way against the goalkeeper there. For 16 minutes to go, is there going to be any winning goal in this game? We'd love to... 2-2 just seems a bit disappointing after the first half, but yeah.
They're getting their tempo, Bayern Munich. They're starting to find a decent rhythm. Simple passing, and now you start looking for those deeper into Dortmund's half.
Yeah.
They just had to do the basics right, which they probably weren't doing at the beginning of the second half. Now they are getting into the game. I think Bayern should be favourites to win this now, especially with Haaland not on the pitch.
So I was just reading a message from Andy Pard in the Let's Talk Sport group. I won't read it out loud because it's a private message, but
I love it how you've just misled everyone there.
That was, yes, very deceiving there, Joe. It's like, got a message, guys, my phone's buzzing, but this is just for me.
no, it's in the Let's Talk Sport group, but I'm not reading it out loud because it's something. It's not to him. And his bank account.
Okay, no, not reading it. Yes. Yeah. That might be something that'd not be said on YouTube for legal reasons. So AJ's saying, who do you think will win the UCL this season? Will Pep finally win it? I think he will, because my initial prediction was Barcelona, and I don't see them coming back against PSG.
I so want a PSG Manchester City quarter-final.
Quarter-final? Do you not want a final like that?
No, I don't want City anywhere near a Champions League final.
I've just seen the picture, Seb. What is Mateus wearing? He looks like he's ready to go in an F1 car.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Are they actually wearing Sky Sports F1 suits?
So usually on German Sky Sports, they do have uniforms. They have the same kind of white shirt with Sky Sports written on it. So they do have uniforms, which I find quite weird. But there, I don't know what's going on with the driving suits.
So bizarre.
It's quite ridiculous, yeah.
Another sub coming here for Dortmund.
Asher's saying PSG going to win it. I'm a PSG fan.
I did say PSG would win it at the start of the season.
Is it a reference beating Barcelona 4-1? Maybe, maybe not. I think the Spanish football has gone down over the last 2
years
or 3
ago,
years,
maybe,
so,
but
yeah. So beating Barcelona 4-1 isn't as impressive now as it was maybe 2 years ago. And Royce has come off, and it's Reina coming on, and that means that Brandt's now the captain. Doesn't that say a lot about Dortmund? Oh no, it's Hummels. He's just giving it to Hummels. I said nothing.
I heard a lot there.
That's the next T-shirt. I said nothing. Seb true.
Actually, it's the best T-shirt to have if you did something in a murder.
I was discussing that with Darren in the week.
Who's
Darren
replaced?
in the week about our idea of a merchandise range.
Who's just come on for Royce?
It's Reina. I think it's just pronounced Reina. Reinier.
I don't think he's playing. Oh yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
No, he is.
Yeah, I'm just testing you.
19-year-old on loan from Real Madrid.
Just testing you.
Oh, he's on line for Madrid, is he?
Yeah. And Royce looks pissed off to be taken off there.
yeah, he does.
I think Bayern Munich will win the Champions League again. I'm going for... I can't... my original prediction, which was on our channel, and I can reference it because I said PSG at the start of the season. I mean, to be honest, I don't like the idea of PSG winning. I don't really want PSG or City to ever win the Champions League.
Oh, get this old mentality out that money shouldn't buy you a league.
No, it's Man City and PSG. I just don't like them as clubs.
Okay. I don't really mind, but if Barcelona win, then I'll have the smuggest look on this channel for a long time.
Well, Seb, a positivity for you is they're actually only 3 goals behind. Last time it was 4 goals behind, so
Yeah, you see, Leicester doing it next time. It's fine.
so you might be all right.
I mean, they're going to the Parc des Princes soon, but they've just got to the final of the King's Cup, so just making royal references without any real context.
Is that Bilbao again, isn't it? They played Bilbao in the Super Cup or something.
No, they lost to Bilbao in the Super Cup. They beat Sevilla on Wednesday night in the Copa del Rey, 3-0, which got them through. And they celebrated as if they'd won the cup, honestly, which I think said a lot about Barcelona where they are right now.
Yeah, I think for Coman he was very relieved.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, he won't be there next season. No chance.
Nah, it's just
No,
a
he
it's
won't
just a
be, he
kid's
won't be.
dream that job at the moment.
I think
It'll be
it
Xavi.
shows how arrogant he is, thinking that he could have overwon that Barcelona support by making them forget the idea of Xavi. I think he overestimated himself a lot there.
Yeah, I think Xavi's definitely going to take it. Surely. This
See, I'm a
summer.
bit weird. I don't like Xavi, but I think he's a terrific footballer.
Why don't you like him?
I just don't like his starey face.
That's very judgmental. We should not promote on this channel.
He used to always moan to the referees against United. I was like, oh, piss off.
So apart from that, they were always really clever Barcelona players. They're always very streetwise. That's helped them a lot in the past.
What do you mean by streetwise?
The way they complain to referees. The way
Oh, I
they-
thought you meant they
fall
play
over.
FIFA Street. Oh,
No.
Good game
No,
series, though.
there's
it was, wasn't it?
class game.
So, we're 10 minutes to go.
Have you ever watched? Oh, sorry. Have you ever watched the documentary? I think it's "Pass the Ball, Move the Ball." I think it's called, which is about Pep Guardiola's Barcelona.
You know what was really funny, Joe? I was about to watch it the other night, and I started it, and I fell asleep.
Ah,
We're at
I watched it, quite
404. Nice one, thank you very much. Sorry, go on, Joe.
4-4.
Maybe we can have a 4th goal tonight in this game.
There's been a fourth
got
goal.
four.
No, I mean a team will get to 4 goals. That's the theme.
So it's.
What did you get in GCSE maths, Jamie? I just want to know.
Non-applicable, whatever you call it.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
You
corner,
unclassified.
unclassified. That's it. Oh, Kimmich
that
with a
exist?
shot. Oh, I think is that a corner?
What qualifications do they have in Switzerland, Seb? Do they? Because obviously they won't have GCSEs as such.
No, they have some sort of equivalent baccalaureate qualification. It's really not the same system, so it's hard to say. Don't know what they have. I'm about 5 months away from a bachelor's degree. That's all I know at the moment.
Was it 5 months? Is it? Oh, sorry. I was excited for Seb's degree, but then I was also excited by the Süle header, which went wide.
Yeah, I'm finishing it in the summer, Jamie. Done with this.
Done with it. How many years have you done it?
Well, it's a 3-year course.
Ah.
To all the kids out there, don't do engineering.
Can we have an inspirational speech from our engineer? Don't do it.
Don't do it. Electrical engineering is just. Yeah.
Your commencement speaker this evening is Seb True. Seb, tell us about your degree and your career in engineering. Kids, you got an engineering degree, you're screwed. Bye.
No, you'll get a job, but it's just not
No,
fun.
no, Seb would be literally like the guy off The Simpsons who deals with the trash in The Simpsons when he goes, you know, I'm a man of few words, but you're all screwed. Goodbye.
What I actually kind of like about it is, I'm technically as qualified as a science guy as Bill Nye. So
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye calls himself a science guy. He's got a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering.
Yeah,
All
no, you're
my-
right. Yeah.
All the algebra and calculus that he has done, I have completed as well and passed. So technically, I am on all the physics modules as well. So technically, I'm as much a science guy as Bill Nye. But
Oh,
I'm
he's
not a
kept it
science
in. It's Nabry
I've got
on the left wing with the cross. Oh, headed away. That was a good header away there from Dortmund. I tell you what, hits there. I don't know what he was thinking with that
He was just
short
doing hit
pass.
stuff, you know.
Only things that hits can do.
It's like they should have some sort of comedy where hits his face just comes out of this like circle and it's like hits.
It looks as though I think it's going to be a throw for Dortmund.
Think
What do
we
you
shoot
think,
that
guys?
hits.
Do you
Da-da-da-da-da. Hey.
all the way up, Joe's got in touch. He said the stew dog.
Is this a Joe we know? It just says
I
Joe.
know Joe. I know Joe. Stuart knows Joe. Joe's got in touch with you,
good.
Stuart.
Beautiful.
But we've got this Joe.
Hey, wait. We've had enough of Stanners. Joe. Don't go, Joe. Actually, keep the cam on because of the shirts.
I'm back.
Joe, if I can remember, Joe's a big cricket fan as well as myself and Stuart, which we don't want to talk about that match earlier. My God.
No, I don't like cricket.
Oh, cricket's great.
Nah.
I love cricket.
Leg before wicket. Cricket, wicket, you can stick it. There you go.
Where do you guys think this is going to finish now? Is it?
I think the 2-2 is just nailed on, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Bayern have this, don't they? As in, the possession's there. They just need to do something up front.
I'm disappointed they haven't really gone for it. As you mentioned, they probably want to regain first place, and not on goal difference, but by point margin. And yet, as I mentioned also before, no midweek game. They're playing next weekend, so why not just go for it? Dortmund are the ones who are supposed to be tied, and they actually look it.
Oh, it's a corner. It was Müller trying to go for a header there, and it's gone wide, but I think it came off. Was it Brandt? I'm not sure. It's gone for a corner, and he had to. It was a good cross by Süle. Good
You
cross.
see, he does well in that right back position.
He
doesn't
does. He does.
I like him as that.
I
as a
like
right
him
back now,
there.
despite him being 2 meters tall.
Even when he hasn't got the ball, he jogs really weird.
I just don't trust him as a defender. Maybe this is his position now. He takes the Pavard role.
Joe, if you're watching and you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe. You could be our 405th member.
Connor Porter, hello. Who would you rather build a team around, Mohamed Dahoud or Jamal Musiala? I mentioned Dahoud before. I don't really rate him that much as a player. I think,
Easily
and he is
Musiala.
25. He's 25, so he's how would I say it? Further away from a. I'm getting my words confused. Now I'm tired. He's not exactly as young as Musiala. I'd say Musiala quite easily.
Haven't you got another game after this, Seb?
I'm not sure how capable I'll be of doing that. I think I'm just going to call it quits at this point. I'll just go, you know what?
I was going to say, that's my concerns for you. You'll probably fall asleep, and then poor Stuart has to watch the game on his own.
My sentences are just incoherent at the moment. I'm hesitant.
Brilliant. Do join us tomorrow, folks, because we've got FC Groningen against Ajax. It's an early one. It kicks off at 11:15.
I'm going to save myself for the derby.
Oh, I'd love to see Robin play, but I doubt he will. He never does anymore.
I forgot he was there.
I've
For some
got.
reason I thought he retired.
I might have to put my Ajax and Groningen shirt up. I've got a Groningen Robin shirt.
I was saying I'm saving myself for the I'll save myself for the derby tomorrow. And not the Manchester one.
Oh.
The Madrid one.
Aye, that one won the battle, didn't it? Which one was going to be broadcast?
we
We're
love.
going to try and appeal to Spanish football.
The last 2 games at the Empty Had has been good for us, so I'm confident.
I'm going to put 10 quid on the game to finish 0-0 against Manchester United and Manchester City.
You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that right now.
What was that volley from the halfway line then?
Yeah, it wasn't. It was. Yeah, Neuer should never let them in.
But Neuer can.
Yeah. Well,
Just
3
stop a
minutes to
worldie.
go. I don't. Such a shame the second half. Really, I really was hoping more goals, but well, at least a hat trick from either Lewandowski or Haaland. Oh, it's in! And Bayern Munich have got the goal. It's Goretzka. Oh, what a play he has been in the last few games for them. Oh, what an absolute strike that was outside the box. And, wow. They've done it late, Bayern Munich and Terzic. Can't quite believe it. He may have to put the cap over his head and just cover his eyes, and the Dortmund players are not happy. And I think the referee, is he being asked to check VAR of something? I don't think there was anything wrong with that. They're checking for the foul on Chan. Ooh, I don't know if there was a foul in that. I don't know if there was a foul in that.
Yeah, so you got didn't you get 3 assists the other day against Cologne? I don't think Goretzka's been that good in this match. I think this has been one of his poorest matches recently. So
is Lewandowski not
Decisive.
offside?
That's what I'm curious about.
He looks offside, but
I'd say that Sane does commit a foul there. I think that is a foul. If you look at the intent, he is gone purely to barge Chan off the ball.
well, Hansi Flick delighted, but it could be a bit of a nervous moment. Oh no, the goal has been given. So 3 goals to 2.
But does Lewandowski you're saying is offside, but he doesn't touch the ball? Do you mean the fact that Meunier just tries intercepting it because he knows?
Oh, and it's 4-2. Lewandowski's got a hat-trick. He's done it. What a goal. What a strike. Lewandowski with the lot. And there's your winner. There's your 3 points for Bayern Munich. Oh, this is nearly pretty much the same as Goretzka's goal. Bottom left corner of the net hits. Is looking on, thinking maybe I should try something else instead of being a goalkeeper.
Just not engineering.
Just like.
Well, he engineered that shot in, didn't he?
Oh, Stuart.
Oh.
Stuart feels like he wished he had another shirt on right now. Stuart, how are you feeling?
I was kind of expecting it. I think we said earlier he hadn't been unit, but I got that wrong.
Oh, bless you. Oh, wow. There was doubt over that 3rd goal, but Lewandowski has for certainly now sealed the game. Oh, Terzic just can't watch on at all. And Hansi Flick, that's a big win for Bayern.
I'm just confused as to how Dortmund are defending. So it looked like Meunier and Chan, the centre-back partnership there. If I'm not wrong, Hummels is still on the pitch. Where is he? There's no one closing down Lewandowski until Chan does really late. There's no real coherent line in that defence. They just fell asleep, Dortmund, didn't they?
They really
It's
did.
a typical Dortmund error.
Yeah, where is Hummels?
Yeah, I'm just curious now because he is still on the pitch.
Hat-trick
Can't
for
see.
Lewandowski, though. I know it's not a surprise, but he's just fucking quality. I do apologise, lads, if I was a bit loud down your headphones. That was
No,
that was a
no
great
worries.
goal.
You have a job to do. What Bayern scored? Who scored? So Goretzka just got a goal and Lewandowski got a goal. Quick succession, those goals.
Choupo-Moting.
Here comes the man of the hour.
I was just saw someone in the background with it, like controller in his hand, and I just realised what it would be. It'd be getting ready for the tunnel, won't he? To press the button to get the tunnel to go up.
Oh, hits nearly conceded again. Süle, oh, imagine if Süle had scored then. That wouldn't look good. 3 minutes of added time.
Honest saying that I think Dahoud would be a great addition for Liverpool if Gini leaves this summer. Do you mean because he might be a cheap alternative, or because you think he actually has the quality? I'm curious to know.
We wanted him years ago, but I'm not happy if we go for him. I'm really, if we replace Wijnaldum, I want Yves Bissouma. We've been linked with Hassan Muar as well, but
Oh, well, Uar is amazing, but he's not at all a Gini kind of player.
yeah, that's what I think it was. He doesn't really.
I mean, he can play under
look like
pressure.
it.
Gini can actually play under pressure quite well, but then they do have different profiles. But I love Uar. I think I'd love to see how Uar could deal in the Premier League if he's got maybe a millisecond less time on the ball, because he can work in those tight spaces just brilliantly.
Do you think Huar would have been a good replacement for Coutinho?
No, they're not the same player. I don't think he would have been a good replacement for Coutinho. He could fit into that Liverpool midfield, but not the Coutinho role. He plays as a number 8 almost, not a number 10. He needs to bring the ball forward rather than receive it deep into the opponent's half.
I think that might be it. Kimmich trying to keep the ball in play from a direct ball into the box, but It's gone behind for a goal kick. And the 3 added minutes are up.
Isn't it a bit harsh the way they're filming Haaland looking really quite upset? He's look what Lewandowski's done, mate.
Yeah, it's over. Full time. What a win that is for Bayern Munich. We all thought late on that was it. We thought maybe that Dortmund have at least got the draw that they needed, and instead it's been converted into a defeat. No thanks to Lewandowski. And what a goal, what a hat-trick for him. And what an absolute gem of a performance from Goretzka again. Goretzka, you know what? He was great last weekend, and he's done it again today with that winner. So, absolute fantastic player. Anyway, it's ended. Bayern Munich 4, Borussia Dortmund 2. Bayern Munich are back at the top of the table. RB Leipzig are getting a bit angry on the plane home. Nagelsmann has lost the plot on the plane after drinking too much Red Bull in celebrations that they were top of the league for 2-3 hours.
Well, they need that Red Bull because otherwise the plane wouldn't have wings.
Seb, this... For someone who's tired, be tired all the time because these puns have been great all
That was my
evening.
favourite of the day. That
was very good. You've done a Bayern Munich there. You've gone to sleep for a bit and then you come back and hit them right at the end of the game. Well done, Joe. Starting off with you. I mean, it felt like those goals from Dortmund were too early. We've seen from Bayern Munich throughout most of the season that 1, 2, 3 goals against them, they'll still find a way to avoid defeat, and they've done it again tonight.
Yeah, they've obviously scored. Like you said, Dortmund scored too early, and they seemed to burn themselves out quite quickly. I was thinking inside my head, I didn't say it out loud at the time, but I was thinking to myself, they need to get a third to kill this game off, before Bayern get one back in it. And then obviously, as I was thinking that, Bayern went down the other end, and Lewandowski got his first of the game, and obviously... But like I said, Bayern Munich, at half-time, Bayern Munich are one of these sides where they could just turn it on all of a sudden, and they're always dangerous going forward, and that's what's happened today. Lewandowski taking his chances, and Goretzka's goal as well was another beautiful strike into the bottom corner of the net from outside the box. It was a bit strange though, because for the majority of that second half, until around the 80th minute, it was very, very quiet and very measured football between the two sides, and then all of a sudden Bayern Munich get that goal and spark themselves into life for the final 10 and snatch the victory away from Borussia Dortmund.
Stuart, I know you're thinking right now, where's the changing room? I must get changed after that. How do you feel? Because, Dortmund, they played really well in the first, especially in the opening minutes with Haaland getting those 2 early strikes. But did you have any worry at all that they were going to come back, Bayern?
Yeah, I think because Sancho, obviously, and then with Haaland going off as well, then that kind of makes it a bit more easier for Munich to show more attacking intent. And then when they were 2-0 up, you don't need to make any mistakes at all. So giving that penalty away, I think that was probably the big turning point, because if they can go in at 2-1 at half time, that would make a big, massive difference.
Yeah.
I think once Haaland went off, then with the injuries as well, I think that's when it swung to Munich.
With Haaland, it looks bad, doesn't it? Because if he can play the 90 minutes, you don't take him off.
Yeah, because if it's a minor injury, they'd have kept him on in a game like this. Because pushing for Champions League football, it's almost a must-win game for Dortmund as well. So
yeah,
because that will have a massive financial impact on them, especially if they want to keep their top players as well.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, it really is going to be an interesting summer coming up for Dortmund, depending on where they finish in the league. Seb, you've seen stuff. You've seen stuff I don't want to even know. But I'm sure you haven't seen a hat-trick like that in a few days.
What's the question?
I'm just saying, I don't really have one. How good was it? The second half, obviously if people didn't watch the game, they'd think what a game. But first half, second half, last 5 or so minutes, yes, maybe.
So I'm a bit disappointed because, as I mentioned in the first half, when they get the second goal before 10 minutes, it's too early almost. If you take a 2-0 lead against Bayern Munich, you don't want it to be early. Mainz saw that as well. Many teams have seen it. Bayern Munich have been comeback kings this season, shall we say. And I think at some point at Dortmund, we're going to have to talk about the likes of Hummels, the likes of Royce. There's going to have to be some change because it's not the young players anymore. Haaland's doing it for them. Sancho, when he's playing, he wasn't playing today. Reina, Bellingham, the young players are doing it for Dortmund. And it's the old guard, like Hitz, like Berkey, like Hummels, like Royce, who aren't. So there's got to be change at Dortmund. And Marco Rose, not Royce, has got to seriously reevaluate this squad or try and get the best out of these players again, which I doubt is possible given their ages. I don't know. It was disappointing from Dortmund. They just switched off, and they do that too often this season. And Bayern are first convincingly. But let it also be said, Bayern Munich are now projected to score 105 goals this season. That is insane. If they continue on the same form, which they're very capable of doing. Last season they got about 100, I think. I can only find in Europe a better record is Man City in that season 2 years ago where they got 106, and they play 38 games, not 34. So Bayern, the way they score, it's just crazy. And Lewandowski beating records again with 31 goals in 24 league matches is just, or 22 league matches, sorry. 22, 24?
Yeah.
Either one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still crazy. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. Let's look at the table then. So Bayern Munich, after 24 games, are still top. 55 points, 2 ahead of RB Leipzig. So really, the table doesn't change that much from today's results. Wolfsburg, with their win, they are now third, which is that'll be a great place for Wolfsburg at the end of the season. Frankfurt are now fourth. Bayer Leverkusen, with their win over Mönchengladbach earlier today, puts them into fifth. And that means now that they are ahead of Dortmund. Sorry, Stuart. Ahead of Dortmund by 1 point. 40 points after 24 games. Union Berlin are 5 points behind Dortmund with a game in hand. Stuart, does that not concern you, that Union Berlin? I mean, there's still 10 rounds to go, but Union Berlin, they wouldn't look good for Dortmund if they finished below them.
No, it definitely wouldn't. With Dortmund's form as well, throughout the season, it's been like hit and miss as well. So
yeah,
I mean, like anything could happen at the moment with the Bundesliga. But I think with them, hopefully their injuries aren't too bad.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't see them getting the top 4.
It's 10 games to go. They can't really afford more slip-ups, Dortmund. I think they're in the Europa League spot at the moment, at least. But yeah, if they were to go out of that, it wouldn't look good either. So, the futures of Haaland and Sancho, especially, could be under threat at Dortmund.
Can I just mention as well?
No, you can't.
Just briefly, that all the outfield players on the pitch today for Bayern Munich, bar Hernandez and Martinez, have all scored for Bayern Munich this season. They all get goals, which is kind of mad. Just a side note. Continue.
No. All cool with me. Looking at the bottom of the table, of course, Seb watched one of the most glamorous matches of Schalke versus Mainz last night.
Caviar football there.
That was him after full time.
I had good fun yesterday. I had good fun.
He had good fun. Thank you for that. Schalke bottom, rock bottom, and now they're 8 points. No, sorry, yeah, 8 points from the playoff spot. So it's not looking good there. Bielefeld and Mainz are on the same amount of points, but Bielefeld have 2 games in hand, and they play their next game tomorrow. So it's an interesting table. The fight for Europe is very interesting. The fight for the Bundesliga title is very, very interesting. But Joe, 10 games to go. Who do you think is going to win the league?
It'll be 10 in a row for Bayern, I reckon.
Oh, I like that. That was good. You guys are all on form tonight. This is just, yeah, oh, God. You know what? I can't wait till after this, until I get... Oh, never mind. Go on, Joe.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be 10 in a row for Bayern. I know Leipzig are pushing them in the season, but I think eventually they'll probably, because Bayern have been there, done that, the experience, I think Leipzig will drop off eventually in the end. Bayern will come out healthy winners. I think they'll probably end up winning by about at least 5 points.
5 points, that says Joe. I'd like to see you put a bet on it. Stuart, I know your team are out of it. They have been for a while, but if you had to choose in a full, honest answer, Dortmund. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. Leipzig or Bayern Munich?
I think it depends on like the Champions League. Like, if like Liverpool knock Leipzig out and then Munich get through, that might help Leipzig a bit. But I'd probably just edge just at Munich. But I reckon that because the Munich will be going all like the Champions League again. So if they're like still in it, that could help Leipzig a bit if they're out of it.
Yeah. This is the thing. I mean, the problem Leipzig have though is that they're in a cup, aren't they? They're in a cup semi-final, which I'm sure they'll go for. With Nagelsmann trying to get a trophy, but Bayern Munich aren't, are they? You know, they had midweek off while Leipzig had to play in a quarter-final.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's like a tough one to say. I do think Munich will probably edge it, but I do think Leipzig will push them towards the end.
Yeah. Well, the Bayern Munich clearly the favourites. Who knows? I mean, the next round of fixtures, Werder Bremen host Bayern Munich next Saturday, and Leipzig are at home to Frankfurt on the Sunday. So you've got, the Leipzig game, Seb. When you see Frankfurt around at the moment, you just never know because they beat Bayern Munich.
And they're a good side. They slipped up against Werder Bremen and Stuttgart recently, but they're unpredictable, and I don't think Leipzig would appreciate going up against them. The next few weeks are key for Leipzig. I mean, either they go out the Champions League, then they've got that semi-final, and then in about a month's time, they've got the big game coming up against Bayern Munich. So it's a big 30 days for Nagelsmann to get his team on the right track right now. I just think it's too much, and the fact that Nagelsmann has got this team competing at the top of the table, let's be honest, this is not a Bundesliga winning squad that he's got at his disposal.
No,
not at all. Dortmund's squad is better. I'd say even Leverkusen's squad is better to a certain extent.
Did I just see Stuart drink a Red Bull?
It's treachery.
If it's a Red Bull, I want to know because there's clearly an RB Leipzig in there. Go on, Seb.
Yeah. So just to basically say, and I don't know how bad all those injuries are that they've got. Szoboszlai, I'm still waiting to see him play for Leipzig. He still hasn't played yet. Angelino's out. I don't know how long for, which is a big miss.
He has been gone for a while. Yeah.
I could go on for a while, and even Orban is a key player, Lima, etc. I don't want to bore everyone with the list, but yeah, next month for Leipzig. Next month for Leipzig is the month of this defines their whole season. They get to a final of the cup, they go out of the Champions League, they still in the chance with the league, all within the next month. There.
He said it. He said it, folks. Nagelsmann has just heard that on his plane home and is thinking, "Oh shit!" So he's going to feel the pressure from Seb True, and Seb will know. Anyway, lads, before we wrap up, let's get. I mean, there's probably only one player that's going to be nominated here, but I want to hear from your man of the match nominees. Let's start off with you, Joe.
Well, it's the obvious choice. It's the man who bagged the hat trick. And it's going to be Robert Lewandowski. If it's finished as a draw, I would have probably said it would be a toss-up between him and Haaland, but because he bagged the hat-trick and was the main difference, it's got to be Lewandowski.
Yeah, he certainly got one up over Haaland from today's game, but I'm sure both players respect each other a lot, without a doubt. Of course, Haaland being at the club Lewandowski started out at. Let's go with you, Stuart. Who's your man of the match? I'm sure you're going to go down the same way.
Yeah, I think if you score a hat-trick in a game, and you've got to go with that player. And everyone has any other choices today.
Well said. Seb, just say it.
Kimmich had 124 touches in this match.
For God's sake. I thought you were going to say hits.
Of course. Yeah, either hits or Boateng, because they're both really down to earth in the very literal sense. No.
Hey, Boateng's had a difficult game today.
Hey, Lewandowski had 79% pass completion, which isn't the best. I'm just kidding. It's Lewandowski. Of course, it's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
He's just clinical. One of the best striker in the world.
I do. Hang on. I've got it. I've timed this shit, haven't I? You know, I was just gonna go get. I should have got the shirt out and hung it up during this stream, but I'm gonna give you my nomination, and it is
No.
Robert Lewandowski. Hooray!
I thought it was gonna be a Sancho shirt. I don't know why.
Do answer our postcards. Anyway, my thanks to Seb True and of course Lewandowski is the man. Anyway, my thanks to Seb, my thanks to Stuart, and my thanks to Joe Stanley, and my thanks to all of you at home who kept us company and watched our stream this evening.
And the
the subscribers, especially Ashar and his big family. We really appreciate that. So do subscribe if you haven't already, folks. We're at, let me just refresh, last time I checked we were at 405 and we still are not happy. Anyway, I'm joking.
You are not happy.
I'm unhappy. But anyway, do subscribe if you haven't. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And tomorrow we'll be doing a couple of games. FC Groningen versus Ajax. It's actually the other way around. It's at Ajax. And of course the Madrid derby will be with Seb. I won't ask Seb because he's probably tired, but we'll see if he wants to do his game tonight. I presume not.
I do not. No.
Oh, he will get a P45.
I will get a hefty fine from Jamie for that one.
Which is to clean his room with his tongue.
I have to host an extra OBS one as punishment.
Anyway, my thanks to the lads. Thanks to you lot at home. Lewandowski is the man of the hour for Bayern Munich tonight. Just before I plug it in my shirt. Anyway, thanks everyone, and we will see you very soon. And stay safe.